live?
Good, beautiful people. Welcome to the episode of Sportsload Live. I'm your host, John. That's my brother right there, Mr. GPS, and my other brother, Kay. Will be joined by Van soon. We'll go with soon.
Ish.
He's on broad time, bro.
Yeah, but again, while we do all that, you guys can like and subscribe, and let's get right to it, man. Can we honestly say like the last week draft was more of a legit first draft of like an essay or something?
Yeah, it was like a rough draft. We were just throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like we didn't have the knowledge that like half of these moves were gonna be happening.
Yeah, and a lot.
We didn't think the Seahawks were gonna blow up the whole freaking team.
Yeah, the Seahawks. The Seahawks. If I'm a quarterback top team right now, I'm scared because they accumulated a bunch of picks, so they could trade that up and get a move up in the draft.
They traded their starting quarterback, and they cut their best wide receiver, traded their other good wide receiver.
Yeah, they got a lot of options. Like
they really do.
A lot of holes to fill. Yeah, a lot of holes to fill. Pause.
Hey yo.
It just depends on their need right now, and they need a quarterback. So they're gonna go. What you guys think? Free agency? They go after Darnold, Rodgers as a bridge, or
anything's possible, right?
Yeah.
I think they're just full on rebuilding because why would they?
They would. Would you want to rebuild with Sam Darnold?
Nah.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think they're going to. I think they're gonna get Russell Wilson for a year, draft like Ewers or even Dart in the first round, and then just bench him.
You think they're gonna bring back Russell Wilson?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't see that.
I mean, they're not playoff contending anymore. Like they were on the verge of it, and then they just blew up their whole fucking team. So it's like,
that's why.
Where do they pick in the draft? Are they? They're lower, right?
I think they're like 16. They're in the teens, aren't they?
I'm gonna check.
I think they're after the Steelers. I'm not gonna lie to you, which is a crazy take because the Steelers are in the playoffs.
They're pick 18th, and I think they pick ahead of the Steelers. Yeah, they pick ahead of the Steelers by.
That's where Jackson Dart. If I'm a better man, remember I said Jalen Monroe last week. I'm going with Jackson Dart now.
Yeah.
Because they had Geno, they could at least they could work on the kid on Milroe, but they're gonna have Jackson Dart first, and then I think they got a second round pick this year from the Steelers, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, that's where they go after the wide receiver.
They got a
second round pick, and they're flipping like 6th round, 7th round.
6th and 7th round, yeah. Oh yeah, second round pick.
Wait.
Yep.
So they got 2 second round picks now, or 1 second round pick?
They have 2.
I think they have 2, right? Because they didn't. I don't think they traded their other one.
Yeah, so there you go. That's where they're doing either that, or they're gonna catch those. They're gonna trade those draft picks and go for either the top 3 picks. Probably go ask the Titans what's up. Cam Ward.
That's what I would do if I was them.
Yeah.
Trade up.
Wait, hold on. They're not getting the first overall pick with just these picks that they just got.
They could.
Do you guys?
They could put a package together like the Bears did for Mitch Trubisky. They could put first round, second round, 3rd round. They have tons.
Think about what
they're gonna go 18th though.
But think about what like Bryce Young trade was, right? That was like 2 first rounders, DJ Moore, and like a 3rd rounder, right? Like you have to like compare that to what it is now. And the Lions are not just gonna get a 2nd rounder and 3rd rounder.
Maybe they don't go first pick, but they might go like try to trade with the Giants or something. That could be it.
Yeah, the Giants ain't doing that with. Unless the Giants got a quarterback. If they get Aaron Rodgers, I can see them doing that. But I don't see them trading out the top 5.
Yeah, maybe not the Giants. They're not the right team, but.
Yeah, I think the Giants. You see, the thing is, the Giants are desperate. They gotta make a move now.
They do.
Spot.
It's true.
Their jobs are literally on the line. They gotta get this right.
Honestly, out of all the teams that might trade down, possibly the Jets.
Yeah, I can see the Jets. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the Jets definitely doing it.
Saints for sure. I think because they're in cap hell. And I don't really see anyone trading down because if you have a top 5 pick, well, there's no point of you
trade. Yeah, you're just gonna trade amongst yourselves, really.
Unless you're getting King's ransom for that trade, and honestly, when the Bryce Young trade happened, that was a King's ransom. So
yeah,
I mean, Unless Seahawks are just going all in, which I don't get. Why would they trade up to get a quarterback when they just gave up two of their wide receivers?
Well, they traded their quarterback, though. That's the thing.
They need a quarterback now,
yeah.
And that's the thing. They're not tough. And then they only have one receiver, one legit receiver. Well, they still have Lockett, right?
No, they cut him. They cut him.
They cut Lockett?
Yeah, they cut Lockett, dude. That's the thing.
When was this?
A couple days ago.
Was that today?
Thursday, Wednesday.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, Thursday or Wednesday they cut him.
What the hell? I did not know that.
You didn't see that? It was on ESPN.
No. And I was home on Wednesday.
Really? That's why you didn't see it.
It was definitely during the week.
It was like Thursday or Wednesday, one of those 2 days.
Oh yeah, I don't think they're going. They're going to stand pat, man. They're going to just. If I'm them, I'm keeping those picks and just see what I can get for just draft. I think for sure at the 18th pick, or if they could somehow get to the 10th pick, or maybe the Jets. You know what I mean? Could trade. I don't know, maybe. But if I'm them, I'm standing pat. Yeah, and that'll be good for the Jets actually. But if they stand pat, they're going Jackson Dart first. Then some receiver. They're going to build an offense in later rounds.
I mean, they have to. They got rid of their whole team. They're starting quarterback.
I think that knowing them, they're probably going to spend a lot of money. They're going to throw the bag at Sam Darnold. And I think that's a bad idea if I'm Sam Darnold, because you're only good because you have. It's easy when you have Jefferson and Addison, and you have a running back. You know what I mean, like Jones. I would rather. It's gonna be tough.
Jones re-signed, by the way, to the Vikings. $20 million.
2 years. Yeah.
So
Sam Darnold to the Jackson Smith and Jigba connection would be phenomenal, but I don't see them going after Sam Darnold anymore because
I hope they don't for both of their sakes.
What? Unless they overpay for Sam Darnold, it makes no sense.
Well,
I think they might go for
them, it will be them. They would overpay if anyone would.
Might.
It's gonna be $100 million. Easy.
I think they might go for Daniel Jones or like I said, Russell Wilson, or possibly just another veteran guy that just could fill in that year, because I think they're just full blown fuck it, tank for fucking Archie. That's what they're doing right now.
It looks like it. They already had the game.
They just blew up their team.
If they don't get Jackson Dart, that's exactly what they're gonna. Even if Jackson Dart's a bust, boom, you back in the top 3 at least.
Don't get me wrong.
Another one.
You got a second round pick for DK Metcalf. Fine, phenomenal. Mm-hmm. But the Steelers are always in the playoffs. We talked about this. They've been in the playoffs since fucking 2009 or whatever. You're getting a late second round pick, maybe a third at that point, and instead, why don't you go trade him to the Patriots, who would possibly be a high second round pick this year or next year? Oh, yeah, a second round pick this year or whatnot. The Steelers is probably pick 50, 60. What are you gonna I guess you can land a wide receiver then to replace DK Metcalf, but I feel bad for the head coach. I feel bad for the head coach. I just say that.
I like him too. I think he's a good coach. What are the details of the trade exactly?
Which the Metcalf trade? Oh yeah.
Second round pick. And then they
this year's second round or next year's second round?
This year.
This year, and they're flipping their 6th and 7th rounders
this year as well.
So they got a second and a flip 6, 7.
Yep.
For this year.
Yep.
All right. I again, and then when the Steelers side, I mean, they got the wide receiver they definitely needed, but who's throwing them the ball?
Do they though?
They had to get somebody to go because it was either.
I'm sorry.
It was just Pickens before. It wasn't anybody else on the team.
An upgrade. It is an upgrade.
But I'm sorry. First and foremost, you're getting 2 outside wide receivers, 2 red zone threats, right? You need a flashy wide receiver. Now, if they get Abuka, whatever, from Ohio State, this is this is phenomenal. You get those 3 guys, you sign a quarterback in the offseason. I doubt Sam Darnold.
No, I would.
You keep Justin Fields or whatever. I don't know what's going on.
Well, they told me to go fetch a deal and see if we can match it. Pretty much. see what your market is, and then come back to us.
If I'm the Seahawks, I'm going after Justin Fields. Why not?
Yeah, he makes sense. He makes sense.
He makes sense for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He makes a lot of sense for them.
Also makes sense for the Steelers. Maybe the Steelers trade up for a QB. Who knows?
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, why I disagree with you, Kay, on the flashy wide receiver. That's never been a Steelers pedigree.
Yeah.
No,
right.
I'm not saying like a flashy wide receiver, but you need to get like a slot receiver at speed.
No.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
With you.
Yeah.
Definitely agree with you on that. But they're not gonna get. They're gonna just get a serviceable, a plug and play kind of guy.
Like you're just gonna get like 3 red zone guys. DK Metcalf only gets like 30% catch rate, by the way. Like he's not
but that's gonna be an uptick. It's gonna be an uptick. He's gonna be the number one receiver.
First of all, depends on who's throwing him the ball. Second of all,
I agree. Yeah.
If George Pickens and DK Metcalf start having fistfights on the sideline, it's just GG's, right?
I'm pretty sure Pickens. Yeah,
I can't wait for that.
I'm pretty sure Pickens is gonna take an L on this one.
So they have Kelvin Austin III, Mike Williams, and then they have a few other guys. Cordell Patterson.
I guess Calvin Austin is going to be their slot guy.
Ben Skorek, whoever the hell that is. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Mike Williams will probably get cut.
Yeah.
Brandon Johnson. I don't know.
I think Mike Williams is a free agent because I think
he is a free agent.
He got cut from the Jets and then,
he was traded. He's a free agent, but they have Calvin Austin, I think, is still on the team.
I want to know who's going to be their quarterback, man. It's interesting who their quarterback is going to be when they come with the Steelers. Yeah, listen, I don't care. I'll pack wherever Daniel Jones want to go. I'll pack his bag. It's fine.
Ja will help him move there.
He's not even on the Giants. He's not on the Giants.
He shouldn't be in the league, bro.
He's a Viking. He's a Viking.
He shouldn't even be in the league, man. He
shouldn't
even be in the league.
He's an okay quarterback.
He's a great backup. Great lifetime backup.
Yeah.
He could have the Sam Darnold
Hall of Fame backup quarterback.
He had that when he went to the playoffs that one year. That was
but I'm saying if he just goes to a different team, sits for a year behind,
I tell you what, he could legit be a starter for the Colts if he goes in a QB battle.
Yeah.
He has a chance there.
He has a great chance there. Like you're literally on equal ground when it comes to Anthony Richardson, because they're really not sold on him over there. They look like they want to wash their hands away from this kid.
He's too injury prone.
I think
he has a horrible work ethic too.
Yeah, his comments. Yeah, the comments he made about being hurt and then not wanting to come back on the field or whatever.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. That's diabolical to say.
Like, what are you gonna? How are you gonna answer?
What?
Why'd you tap your head on third and whatever? And he's like, what do you want me to say? Like I'm injured or whatever. Like
you could lie,
dude. Yeah.
Again, like it's a loaded question. It's like either you're gonna lie or tell the truth, and then you're tired. But I'm not defending
the worst answer possible, though.
Yeah, you give the worst answer. You don't want your quarterback to say, "Oh, I'm tired. I'm a leader, but I'm too tired to lead right now."
You think the defensive backs aren't tired? You think your linemen aren't tired? You know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone's tired, bro.
You get to throw the ball and run.
I think they threw him in the fucking lines then way too early.
Way too early. No, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I think he's still a decent. He might be a great project still, but
I think he's a great project still. I think somebody has to. I think a guy like Pete Carroll could have molded this kid, or even a Bill Belichick could have molded this kid.
So
he just needed more time in the oven.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about Devonta Adams going to the Rams? It's a pretty interesting deal.
Yeah. I called this, by the way. I fucking called
this. Dude, now the Rams get interesting, too, in their draft. Because they got the quarterback and they got the receiver. They might as well just go O-line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either O-line or they just go
defense.
Best man available, go defense. Just get
go defense.
If Jalen Walker comes down to his fucking draft pick, why not, right?
Man, the Rams actually right now, to me, are the biggest winners right now.
NFC West champions right there.
I mean, especially if you look at their division. Again, the
division's pretty weak right now, but
I mean, one of the division competition just blew themselves up apparently for no reason.
Yeah,
and the Niners haven't done anything. What,
9-8?
They went nuclear, bro. They went nuclear on the show.
10, unless the ownership was like, we're not paying anyone anymore. Fuck it, like we're just dropping.
They're
everyone.
just tanking.
Then fine. like I don't.
I look at it like this. I think the coach is like he wants his own quarterback. He wants to build with it. Most coaches, especially new coaches, want to have their quarterback.
That's fine, but like, why trade DK? Why cut Tyler
that's
Lockett? Why make?
I hope they have a
Well,
plan.
Well, the thing is, I look at it like this: they're gonna get a brand new quarterback. They're gonna have to have somebody to grow with that quarterback, receiver wise, running back wise. So they're gonna have they can all mesh together. And then when their contract is up, they could either sign them early or give them like a. They don't have to pay them outrageous money. DK is still 27, still young, but you could get a lot out of him via trade, which they I guess.
DK
did.
signed an extension to the Steelers, which is
150. What? How many? What's his guarantee money? Is it? He's 100 and something million, and he what? 90? Is it 90 guaranteed?
I don't.
He got quarterback money.
He got 5 years, 150.
Yeah.
And what? 90 is guaranteed or some shit.
The 30 million
96?
annual. I don't think they gave him a number.
I'll look it up. Hang on. Let's see.
Like he's like that. If I'm Jamar Chase, I'm like, oh, really? You know what I mean? Like that's what he get? Okay, I'm definitely better than that guy.
Dude, this hurts Jamar Chase's market, bro. I'm not gonna lie
You
to you.
think so?
I think Jamar is gonna reset the market, but like this.
I think he's gonna reset the market for next season because this is kind of a weak free agency draft to begin with. Well,
this is
who gets
last
cut.
year, I believe. So they're probably just gonna franchise tag him and let TJ Higgins walk. But like this is just terrible,
they're in a tough spot. Steelers, I mean, the Bengals always do some ridiculous. They always overpay for some mediocre guys, man. I don't get it.
Bengals have the poorest NFL owner right now. Like he's not even a billionaire. Like if you guys ever seen like the report cards for every like team facility and all that stuff, like they're like F++ or F-. Like they're the worst of the worst. And I'm like, yeah, like these guys were like hesitant on signing Joey Burrow. Like they're not giving fucking.
You know the story behind the Joe Burrow thing? He said if Joe Burrow, the owner said this, if Joe Burrow wasn't a hometown kid, he would have never went after him.
Yeah,
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
That's crazy.
He was a consistent lock in that first round pick.
That's right up there with the Madden ratings fiasco with the Jets. That's right up there, bro.
It's almost worse, honestly.
Almost worse.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
To be fair, I'll defend the Jets owner. Like, fucking Jerry Jeudy was not on a hot start.
No.
Like he was not feeling.
Oh
it, right?
yeah, but still.
Yeah, but you don't.
Madden ratings are not.
You don't base it on a Madden.
Madden ratings are wild.
Jerry Jeudy was a fucking phenomenal trade. That GM should. Someone should get that GM back in the fucking system. I don't understand how that GM got let go and no one's trying to pick him up. You got Alan Lazard for Jerry Jeudy, and no one's gonna be like, "Yo, come hire this guy." Like, what do we do?
This guy gets.
He's like Billy Bean of football right there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like you got Devontae Adams. You had the opportunity to get Jerry Jeudy, who's on a fucking tear with the Browns right now. Like, are we dead ass right now?
I mean, back to the Rams for a second. I do love that deal. That's a great deal for them. No harm, no foul. Devontae don't have to. You don't. Yeah, you got.
It's low risk. It's low risk. If he does well, it's great. If it's too bad, it's like not bad.
This is the dumbest move by the Rams. You're cutting Cooper Kupp soon. They're trading Cooper Kupp. Yeah. And Cooper Kupp is younger.
So he's injury prone.
Yeah,
and Devontae Adams is not?
I mean,
compared to Cooper Kupp though.
Yeah, but Devontae Adams sat out like 9 seasons with the Raiders, and then he magically fucking came back with the Jets, and they didn't shit all.
Nah, I'd rather have Devontae than Cooper, man. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Listen, I think Devontae is just he's trying to like collect his check and live in the West Coast. That's one of the main reasons why he went to the West Coast.
And it's what he's only getting $26 million guaranteed.
It's like nothing.
That's nothing, man. I don't mind it. It's like I'm pretty sure if he doesn't play he doesn't play well, they can always just wash their hands off him next year.
Yeah, I guess.
And the Cooper Kupp thing is just like now the trade value, his market his market hurts now because they could literally trade him for like a 7th round pick now.
Yeah, he can be cut next season if they want. So.
Yeah,
Doesn't work
they're gonna
out.
do him dirty. He's the biggest loser in this sadly.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean,
Yeah, it's
Cooper Cup, who
terrible.
was a Triple Crown winner like 2 years ago, and you know,
Might
he's-
have a might. Well, you know how it is, man. Any given Sunday, any given season now.
What have you done for me lately?
Jamar Chase in 2 years is gonna get traded for a 7th round pick, bro.
Wouldn't surprise me. Would
Yeah.
not surprise me one bit. Would not surprise me one bit.
That
Get
will
outta
not
here.
surprise anybody.
Although
Not everyone. What do you mean?
Yeah,
He's top 5 wide receiver. He's top 3. You can literally fucking say. He's number 2 behind Justin Jefferson if you really want to argue it.
Yeah, I would go that route. He's definitely top 3. My thing is with the receivers, like the owners don't feel the brunt of it till like towards the end of their contract, like the second to last year of their contract. That's when they start feeling the brunt of it. Like,
That's it.
damn, we gotta get rid of this guy.
You're just gonna like fucking pushing that money back, and you just keep doing it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep pushing that money back. Jamar Chase is gonna be tough, man, because that DK Metcalf's contract, like that money, good for him, but that money, you think Jamar Chase is worth more than at least $40 million a year, maybe 45, 50.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Probably
he's
closer
gonna
to
get like
50.
something.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get. Wait,
I said
JJ
45, 50.
Justin Jefferson got 60, right?
Yeah,
Am I tripping?
Let's see.
He got
Garrett.
a lot. I know that. Hang on, I'll look it up.
It's either 50 or 60. I think he's gonna get the same number, or maybe a bit more.
I'll look up what it is. Hang on.
But I mean,
I want to say he's in the 55, 60 range.
I got 2 gripes on 2 things that is happening.
Let me hear it.
Number 1, the Eagles doing an extension for Saquon.
It's just a reward. It's just like, hey, man, thanks.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're gonna feel it later.
yeah, that's what I was like. That and the whole Bills Josh Allen extension.
That's another reward thing. That was like, thank you, sir. That was
For
more
what?
incentivizing. Yeah,
For what?
I don't know.
Jefferson
Getting
got
bounced in the fucking
35
NFC?
million a
Wait,
year.
I'm sorry.
Jefferson
How
got
much?
35 million a year.
Yeah, so like
So DK Metcalf is getting paid more than him.
no, DK Metcalf's getting paid $5 million less than him. It's $30 million a year. DK Metcalf.
Yeah,
Uh,
Metcalf is a little bit less.
that-
So that would
Dude.
put Jamar Chase at probably 30,
40.
35
no,
maybe.
no. I don't think
30,
he's gonna get
35.
I think he's gonna get 36 if he's resetting the market. If he's matching Justin Jefferson, he's doing that with more.
I'm saying
guaranteed.
40. I'm saying 40.
40 is insane.
From
Yeah,
the
I think
Jets,
it's-
hopefully.
Wait,
Let's go.
Let's go. It's the Bengals, guys. It's not the Steelers. It's not. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna. It's the Bengals, man. They're gonna fuck this up.
It's in the bottom 5 of your top cities, I'm pretty sure.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely, 100%.
Oh, Daniel
The whole
Jones.
state of
Find a place for you, bro.
Ohio. Yep, they're just gonna get buried in the Bengals now because the Bengals to actually go to the Super Bowl. I don't want Daniel Jones with a ring. That would hurt me more. Yeah, I think Jamar Chase is gonna definitely set the market. I think he's gonna get 40. He's gonna get overpaid.
CD
I don't
Lamb
think
got 34.
he's getting overpaid. Who?
CD Lamb got 34 million.
Yeah, so he's gonna get 40 because he's better than CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, yeah,
34
way
no,
better.
CD Lamb got
Jefferson-
34 million a year. So 40 is
Jefferson's
crazy.
dealing like a steal, bro. Jefferson's dealing like a steal to me now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. You gotta look at the market at that time, though.
yeah. To be fair, I mean, Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase are 2 great wide receivers. I'm not gonna like.
Yeah,
you know,
whatever they get,
You're
I'm not
splitting
gonna be
hairs
mad
at that point. You're not really. It's like they're
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, and whatever they get, I'm not gonna. Well, unless it's like some $200 million shit with $100 million guarantee, they have to be something outrageous. But whatever, for the most part, they deserve it.
Going back to the Rams conversation, where do you guys
Mhm.
think Cooper Kupp is gonna go?
Ooh, good question.
Oof.
Hmm.
Man, so he has to go to a winner, so it has to be a contender, right?
Yeah, so
I would
Seahawks are
love to
out.
see him. Yeah,
Mhm.
I would love to see him in Kansas City. I think he'll be a good fit there.
I mean, if he gets cut, I think he's going to a rival, right? Like he has to go to a rival against the
You think
Rams.
the
Niners? Niners make sense then.
Not either
What about
Niners.
Cardinals?
No.
Cardinals, I don't see it, but I could see the Niners.
Cardinals should be rebuilding over the Seahawks.
Yo, you heard that shit with the Kyler Murray to the Giants shit? The Giants is giving up like 2 first rounders. Get the fuck out of
That's
here
wild.
with that for Kyler Murray. It was on some bullshit ass journalist from I think the New York Post or some shit like that.
Oh,
Like
that's
eat a
never
bullet.
said so.
What is this guy doing, bro? What is this guy
It's
doing?
so dark you can't even see him.
Bro, I just see his glasses.
Me
though.
too.
That's just, yeah. Come back
I
when
thought-
you're ready, bro.
I thought that was his steering wheel. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
I just thought it was a
Those
shirt,
guys
like a
muted,
reflection.
bro.
We
from
also
his shirt.
can't hear
Guys
him either.
muted.
It's
Bro, we're already
you're
live.
muted,
you're
dude.
taking
You're
turns.
muted. Unmute
Yeah.
your mic. There
20
you go.
minutes late,
Yeah.
bro.
Mute his mic.
First
There
of all,
it is.
first of all, I was waiting for the message in group chat.
It's on Discord.
You said
I don't get
11:30.
notifications.
I literally said, "Hey, Jaw, 11:30." He said, "Yeah."
Yes. I mean,
Man, this guy on brown time, bro.
yeah, he on Brown time, bro. What's your thoughts on the Rams, Devontae Adams thing, bro? What you think?
So maybe
Yeah,
Yeah,
guy,
you.
yeah,
Dude, we already talked.
I think it's retarded.
Hey, whoa,
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 whoa.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Not the R word, bro.
How is
I
it
think it's
how is it
dumb.
retarded?
Paying $20 million for a guy when you can just construct Cooper Cup's contract.
That's if you wanted to get reconstructed.
They don't want nothing to do with Cooper Cup. That tells you right there. The Devontae signing that they're over a Cooper Cup.
Bro,
They're done.
is Cooper Cup getting me too'd? Is it like, what's going on? Does he have like
No,
a dark secret or something? Is he on the Epstein list? Like, why do they want to get rid of him so
As
quickly?
far as we know, he's
I
not. But
don't-
I'll look it up and
And
make
the-
sure.
And his
I don't
and it's
think he is.
and it makes no sense why his market is so low.
Like,
Like he when healthy, he's like at least a top 10 receiver.
yeah. I mean, he's debatable, like top 5.
How old is he? How old is he?
I think he just turned 30.
He's
31.
31.
And so him and Devontae the same age, same injury history, kinda.
Kinda.
I think they just don't want him. They just don't want him.
I don't understand. Like, what?
And they're gonna do him.
Cooper Cup
I mean,
fuck Sean McVay's wife? Like, what? Like, I need to know what. Like, they're like willing to
it
cut
wouldn't
him.
surprise me.
Apparently,
They're
the
willing to
Packers
cut
are
him.
a contender to sign him. Packers,
Oh, yeah, I think
Cowboys,
Packers would be Packers. I don't want him to. Oh man, the Cowboys would do some
Patriots.
stupid shit like that.
Panthers.
If I'm him, I'm
No.
going to the
Panthers
Eagles.
would be okay.
If I'm him, I'm
No,
going
but
to the Eagles.
They're not contenders. yet.
Bills.
They don't really need him.
I don't care. I'm winning a Super Bowl. I'm gonna
Yeah,
show the Rams that I'm a fucking better player than what they think they got.
If Cooper Cup gets cut, I'm sticking to NFC, just so I can see those assholes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. So
Yeah.
Packers,
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Eagles
Panthers.
or Commanders. Like, yeah, one of
Oh,
those.
the Commanders are interesting too. That's just more like the rich get richer kind of thing. They cut him,
Yeah.
he just signs for them for whatever.
Yeah.
They don't really got to come out the pockets with them, even though they got a lot of money in salary cap. They could just sign it for whatever.
They took a hit because of the Debo contract, right?
Oh, right. They're eating Debo's money, right?
Yeah. False.
I mean, I don't think they would want to pay him, Debo, and Terry.
No, but you're signing like a 1-year deal. You're not gonna sign like.
Yeah, Cooper's gonna be an approved deal anyway. He's gonna be an approved deal.
If they're cutting, if the Rams are cutting him, they're still gonna pay him for like whatever.
That's why I think the Rams should have cut him. See what you can get for him, even if it's just a 7th rounder. You send him far away. I'll send him to
Yeah.
contender in the AFC.
He's owed 2 years, 12 million and 14 million each year. So
Yeah, you gotta send him off. Don't cut him. Don't cut him.
I'm not gonna lie to
They
you.
gotta
I
trade
think
him.
the Panthers should definitely go after him.
I think the
and
Panthers
just,
are a
like,
good shout. Yeah.
Just
I
overpay him
like
because they
it.
need
I
him.
like it, but that's kind of they're not going anywhere right now. They're a team in the rise, but they're still 2 or 3 years away. I could be wrong. They could be literally a player away.
He could be the guy,
Their
man.
division is weak.
And
That's
then, like,
true.
what if Bryce Young really did just hit his peak? This may be the, you know what I mean? Like, maybe this is it. This is what
I
you
mean,
get.
Everyone was thinking that with the Commanders though. No one thought they were gonna go to the NFC Championship last year.
Nobody.
They were, like, they were gonna be like, oh, Jan Daniels like a.
And, NFL is funny like that. You can literally go from 0 to hero within a year.
And you give him
Yeah.
So
Sunday.
you're also a hero to 0.
Or you can be like CJ Stroud and have like the best rookie year and then fucking stink the bed next year. So
I mean, sophomore slumps are real, so you know he's gonna bounce
True.
back.
I mean,
sophomore
CJ
slump wasn't a
Stroud.
thing until CJ Stroud came back. Like it was like a
Nah,
myth at that point.
No,
I
other
think
quarterbacks
Texas-
have done that.
I think Texans are gonna be fine, bro. I just think you just gotta
we just need
protect
an
the kid.
O-line.
Yeah,
my
that's what I
God.
said. Protect the
Yeah,
kid. You
yeah,
gotta
exactly.
protect the kid.
O-line.
And a receiver, and a legit receiver. They're like, because Tank, who's out? Tank, right? Tank is out for a
He's out.
while, right?
He's out for probably
Yes.
2 years.
Yeah, so you get somebody in the draft. They got what, a number 20 something pick?
They got Christian Kirk. That just happened. They traded for Christian
Yeah,
Kirk for a seventh rounder.
that's cute. That was adorable. But let's
But
get a legit wide receiver.
Again,
I mean, it's gonna.
here's my
He's
gripe
fine.
with that Texan trade. You traded for Christian Kirk when they were announcing that they're going to cut Christian Kirk. You take him for a seventh round. You take all of his fucking cap money, and now you're probably like at cap hell at this point because I think they only had like 14 million this year, and then now like they're not really going to make any roster moves unless they're going to reconstruct a lot of people's contracts. And then
Stephon Diggs is off the books, though, right?
yeah,
Yeah, they're not signing him.
and then
Yes.
they redid Nico Collins' contract, but like if you're redoing Nico Collins' contract and you're like you have CJ Stroud on a rookie
Oh, well,
deal
you
for
didn't
3
they
years.
didn't even pay CJ yet, right?
No.
Ooh.
This is why I'm saying we should trade CJ Stroud, but here we are.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't
Hey
do
man,
that.
hey man. The
Oh,
Eagles
I
traded
totally
Carson
missed-
Wentz, and look where they at now, bro.
I totally
They won
missed
2 Super
the
Bowls
the
because
Kirk
of it.
trade. Totally missed it. How did I miss this?
Yeah, the
Carson Wentz, his career went downhill after his injury.
yeah.
They
CJ
traded
Stroud is
for a
better than
first-round pick,
Carson
and they
Wentz.
got Jalen Carter because of it.
Yeah, but CJ Stroud's still a good. He's great, man. He's gonna be great. I'm not gonna. I don't think
Not in this
he
one,
had nobody to
AFC
protect him, bro. You gotta protect him. And then look, you guys are in the AFC South. You guys could
Doesn't mean
legit
shit.
It's
win
the
that
easiest
with
division.
your eyes closed.
That's like,
Easiest division.
yeah, you winning the division is fine. Winning the fucking conference is the
But
difference.
they almost beat the Chiefs, though. They almost beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, that was a
They were gonna
close
get stomped
game.
out by the fucking Bills then.
Nah.
You know, we'll never know that.
He
You're
beat the
probably
Chiefs,
right.
we would have beat the Bills.
Probably. I disagree. I think you guys
Bills
probably
were
will get
literally
whooped,
about
but
to beat the Chiefs after two bad calls. One not
Okay.
being a first round and like a first down or
But-
whatever.
You gotta look at it
They
like
already
this.
beat the Bills, though.
But here's the thing: it's optics too. Yeah, they did beat the Bills, and optically it looked good. Even if you guys get whooped in the AFC Championship, to your fan base, it speaks loudly that your team is actually being productive, and they're probably willing to get somebody. Okay, we just got to get that O line to protect this kid more. You know what I mean,
And
optically,
upgrade
it
your
looked good for them.
defense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Good
good luck.
defense.
Good luck when you have to extend fucking
CJ Stroud. Yeah, they're
CJ
gonna have a
Stroud
problem.
and Will Anderson Jr. for fucking how much money Miles Garrett got and how much
200, yeah.
yeah how
You
much
getting
money did
But I heard what's his name?
Backload
Yeah,
it.
bro.
Backload it.
backloaded, bro? These
we
ownerships
should
don't know
talk
how to. They don't know how to do
we should
back
talk
shots.
about
You think
that,
they're gonna
bro.
backload it? Come on, dog.
Yeah, like the
Dude, we should
Dodgers.
talk
They
about
can
that.
Dodger it up, bro.
They're
Yo,
terrible.
how shocked were you guys to see Miles Garrett re-sign with these guys?
The money
Extend,
talks.
really.
Money,
It does, like,
money does talk, but I
Yeah.
think there was no
Yeah,
market
he gave
for him.
away-
So they were just like, "Yo, there is no market unless you want to go to the fucking like depths of Titan, Tennessee. There's no market for you, bro."
Yeah,
And
but I
then-
thought he was gonna go ring chasing. I thought he already got the bag. I'm like, just go ring chase now.
I mean, he could still ring chase. They could still.
No,
Not anymore.
100%.
He's
not
locked
anymore.
in.
How long is that deal? He's locked in, man.
Yeah.
How long is this deal? 5 years?
Till
Yeah, but, like,
2030. So
I
yeah,
don't
5
think about-
years.
We'll sit out and be like, trade me.
Yeah, like
He's
you just play 1 year, it shits the bed, and then like, all right,
You're gonna see. So maybe the third year he's gonna shit the bed. He's gonna be like, fucking trade me.
no. Like
How
keep
old
in
is he?
mind,
How old is he anyway?
he's
Like
20. No,
'Cause he looks old.
he's not
He's like
Clem's age.
30 something.
He
29.
looks old because he's in fucking Cleveland for
Cleveland,
half his
yeah.
decade.
29 guys. He's 29, so he's not that old.
He's 29. So he's in his prime.
peak.
Yeah, he's in his prime still. So
Yeah, I mean,
Doesn't
in all
go to, like,
honesty,
3 years.
he like keep in mind this is the Cleveland Browns that overpaid for Watson, by the way. So like this team could just be absolute dreadful for 1 year. They were their second overall pick, so they can be absolutely dreadful for 1 year, and then they can just be like, this is probably the worst contract in NFL history, and we should just get rid of it. And they just dump his
Well,
salary somewhere.
They should do that with. Why did they do that with Watson then?
They-
They should've
they-
Watson.
they-
yeah,
They redid his contract, number one, and number two, he
Twice.
tore his
They did it twice. They redid this contract
Right.
twice in less than a year.
But
It's
like,
ridiculously
they
hilarious.
redid his contract, but like, I don't think you can ever trade someone that tore his Achilles. Like, if you're out for the year, you can't trade him.
No,
Well, yeah,
even
no
his
trade value
you're
there.
not gonna-
Yeah.
but you're still not gonna get any trade value, even if he came back and was decent.
Yeah.
No, you're not getting.
Best
You
case-
got to dump his salary. You got to salary dump it.
Yeah,
Like you got to
yeah, you
trade
gotta-
like
he-
a second
he's-
rounder
yeah.
too.
You're gonna just have to eat it. You're just gonna have to eat eat whatever this contract is. You're just gonna have to eat the rest.
And
of it.
Myles Garrett has
Yeah, I
think-
123 million guaranteed as well. So they're
Yeah,
really.
see, listen.
I mean,
remember when
to
I
be fair,
screwed
like
themselves.
if you
remember when I said any given Sunday, any given year? That's for every other team except the Browns. This team is gonna be in the fucking cellar. They're gonna be in the cellar for a long time, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
All like guaranteed
might-
money, guaranteed them last place.
well,
You go guarantee a playoff berth once.
to be fair, I
that's
think
it.
the rule is if you get traded, you can redo your contract, right? That's what happened with Devontae
Yeah.
Adams. That's what happened with
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. So like, if you do get traded, like Miles Garrett get traded for the Lions or whatever, like they can kind of like redo his contract.
I'm not making no moves to Myles Garrett till like 2028.
Ugh.
That's three years away.
Like, are you saying like the Browns are not trading him, or like a team's not gonna trade for him?
A team won't trade for him till 2028.
Yeah, because it's too
He's
much
gonna
money.
he's gonna be
No,
Von
but,
Miller,
like-
bro. He's gonna be Von Miller
And
by
he
the
just-
end of his career.
Von Miller just got cut as well recently.
Yeah, but I think he said they might resign, but I think they just weren't gonna work on the deal anyway.
I don't
They-
know.
they-
I
he might
disagree
resign.
with that because you can
I think-
you can rework anything, bro. Just make
I
it
agree.
happen.
You could, but like I think he's gonna be tied to Cleveland. That guy's never. He's gonna be one of the. You're gonna look at him like he's gonna be one of the greatest. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's gonna get all the accolades. He's not gonna get a ring ever.
Joe Thomas all over again.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you, I'm sorry, but like the Lions' window is now because you
Yeah.
have Jalen Daniels behind you, right? Like you like when he hits his peak, you're not gonna win a Super Bowl. when he
Yeah,
hits
this
his
is
peak,
well.
right?
I look. It wouldn't be surprised if the Detroit struggle in this year because they might struggle coming into this season. They might have already peaked. It might have. Their window probably just closed. It is possible.
I
But
think
everybody's
that
gonna
Maybe
get
get Trey
better.
Hendrickson.
I think they are.
Yeah. I mean, what's his name that's out for the
worried
year?
about Detroit. I'm very worried about Detroit. I don't think they can't come and sneak up on anybody anymore.
I mean,
Like,
they
I think
won back-to-back
Green
years
Bay's
like
gonna
that,
be, yeah, I think Green Bay is gonna be better. And look, sometimes, dude, that loss to Washington. I mean, granted, they could make any excuse they want, and it's valid. They were they had a lot of injuries, but that's a gut punch right there. That was a gut punch.
I think the Bears are gonna be a lot better.
I
Yes,
agree. I think the
those
Bears are
O
better.
linemen's gonna help them.
I think the Packers are gonna
They're
be
doing what the Jackson should do.
if the Vikings can make a deal for Jair Alexander and get some legit players around or picks, they could be even better too. I stand by. I've been saying this. Gary knows it. I'm not sold. I'm not sold on Jordan Love at all. I think he's a pretender.
Yes.
But you know, they're gonna have to build. They have to literally cover up his mistake with a bunch of legit players.
Yep.
They could make him look decent.
Well, they
I
were
think
rumored
he
to get
got that
DK
contract.
Metcalf before he got traded to the
Yeah,
Steelers.
I thought that would have been a perfect fit for him.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
Cup could go
Packers.
there too. That's a good place for Cup to go.
In my opinion, I think the Packers should be the team that should be rebuilding, but
They can't.
I mean, they already
Can't,
signed
'cause you-
Love to build
I
around.
would,
So
I would agree with you because I'm not sold on the kid at all. I think the kid is a pretender. I think I would have caught my losses and try to, start all over again.
I mean, in all
Because
honesty,
that team is awkwardly built too. That's a weird team.
it really
in
is.
all honesty, I mean the Bills kind of did like follow the Bills path if you're the Packers, kind of
If
like
I-
let
exactly, 'cause
Stephon walk and like get all those
Yeah,
kind of reset your market.
Yeah, and remember they're not a major market to begin with, so they could just get players that just fit pieces, just pieces of players. This kid, Jordan Love, is that piece that doesn't fit. To me, he doesn't fit.
I mean, you can
Yeah,
keep
like,
Jordan Love.
Huh?
Go for
Because
it.
he
man.
had a streak with interceptions.
Yeah, he
Every
he
game.
makes. Yeah, he makes bonehead plays, man. He makes bonehead. There's plays that he just does like, oh shit, that's the legit. All right, I can see. Then a couple plays later, it might even be the next play. Throws a pick, floaters. He loves throwing floaters.
I have two things though. Like I feel like you can definitely like if you're the Packers, you can definitely rebuild like how the Bills did with Josh Allen. You can keep Jordan Love obviously because you have him for 10
You're
more
stuck with
years or
him.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
he's not
rid of
going
like
anywhere.
Christian Watson and Wicks and all these other guys.
I
Reed
said
Miller.
Alexander. You can get a haul for Alexander.
You can get rid of Alexander as well, but like, just I don't. I think I agree, Ja. I don't think he's like cemented himself right now. He had one good year and they reset the market for him.
Not even a year. He had a good playoff run.
Right.
That was it.
Yeah, he had a
But-
good half season and playoff
To
run.
be
Yeah.
fair,
He lost
hurt.
to Tommy DeVito.
To be fair,
Yeah,
to be fair, he hurt his
Yeah.
MCL in the fucking Brazilian game week 1, and I
Week
think
1, yeah.
he just never been the same.
He
and I
never
think
healed up. That was a
This
horrible.
might be a
I'll
dark
give you
horse
that.
season for him. I think this might be like the redemption season for him.
I hope you're right. I
yeah.
hope
We
you're
need
right.
we need a full season of that playoff game him against the Niners.
I low key like the Packers because I like their whole format, the whole story, as an organization. Like the fans own the team type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like, I like that. I like how they're like a family oriented franchise. And I low key root for them, but
Yo,
you know what I mean? They always get lucky with quarterbacks. You know what I mean? They always just for some reason get lucky with quarterbacks.
Wait, how the fuck is the Packers more like the ownership for the Packers are more richer than like that's not grammatically correct, but like than the Bengals? Like how
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That is insane.
And if you
Yeah.
go to Green Bay, it's beautiful in that area alone. It's like it's really cool. I mean, I'm not living there; it's too fucking cold, but still, you know what I mean?
I've been.
That
It's
place is
nice there.
beautiful. It's nice, right?
Yeah, it's nice.
Are we
So-
gonna talk about the Worthy situation and how
Well, I mean,
Black Magic is?
What is there to talk about?
He's not guilty,
I
bro.
mean,
No face, no
Yeah,
case.
he's not guilty.
He's not guilty because they're not pressing charges against him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
witnesses
one
That's
against
wild.
him.
Wait, they're not pressing charges since when?
Watch,
Black Magic for the Chiefs are crazy right now, bro. I swear.
watch what happens when his contract is up and he gotta pay that money back. He gotta pay that person that thank you money. For not
Yeah, but like
snitching.
it's his second year, so they're probably just not gonna fucking extend him. They're just gonna probably just be like, "Yo, remember rookie year where you just start beating people up? Yeah, we're gonna lowball you now, or you're just gonna go."
Or
fucking-
he could be like, "Oh, you're mad at me? What about this fucking guy going on a high speed chase running people over? That you give him a fucking contract? The number one receiver.
Oh, Rashad
remember
Rice?
him?
Yeah.
Don't forget, nigga went on a fucking GTA rampage and shit.
Both of these guys are fucking clear of charge apparently. I don't understand, bro.
Exactly. But the Chiefs worry me, man, because they're my number 2 team, and I don't see them making moves on the offensive line at all. They brought Hollywood Brown back. I'm like, who cares? Get the line in order,
They're in
Might
cap hell.
draft.
huh? You said, man?
I mean, they're gonna draft.
Yeah, I know they're gonna draft, but they gotta see what the market is too. They gotta get a vet in there. Like, I feel bad for what's the kid, the guy who went from guard to tackle and got got exposed by the Eagles. It's not
And
the
he-
T,
but-
it's attorney.
Yeah, but he got traded to the Bears though.
They got rid of him. So
Unfortunately.
now they need a tackle and a guard.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oof. All
I
right.
mean, no. Why would they need a tackle?
He was a tackle that turned into a guard.
Yeah, but like they franchise tagged their tackle. What's his name? Trey Smith.
No, he's
Oh.
a guard.
Yeah. So
All right, so
I
they
mean,
just gotta get a
they're
tackle.
probably gonna do O-line for sure, but they're in cap hell because like Nick Bolton just signed a 3-year, $45 million deal.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes' contract is kind of clicking in, and then Kelsey's
Yeah, but
sticking around.
they're gonna
so-
restructure him. He's a lifer. They're gonna restructure. You know he's getting paid on the back end
They-
eventually.
They were begging Travis Kelsey to retire or some shit. I don't know. Like
Yeah, they want to get rid of him, but
that contract is probably deadly.
If they would have lost gracefully and not the way they lost, he would have probably retired. The way they lost is why he's coming back. That's just a bad taste in your mouth, pause, to lose like that.
Yeah,
You know what I
but
mean, you don't want to go out like that.
I think that's
I
the
get
best
it.
way. Like I mean, granted, like the best way is to win and then retire.
Yeah,
But like I think
Jason Kelsey
Being said-
lost gracefully. You know what I mean?
yeah,
His
I
brother
think
lose
I
like
think the
that.
Jason Kelsey retirement is great because it's like all right, like
Mhm.
because like this year if the Chiefs just get fucking 0-16 and you retire, then it's just like, well, what was the point? What was the point?
Yeah, nobody's gonna remember him. He's gonna go
Right.
into oblivion.
I
Yeah.
mean, he's one of the best tight ends. I'm not gonna lie to you there. But like
Man, I might put him up there, maybe number 1, number 2.
Yeah, I don't know if he's
There's
definitely one of the
him and Tony
best, like
Gonzalez.
top 10 maybe.
It's only him and it's him and Tony Gonzalez and Antonio
Oh.
Gates, really.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Gronk.
Well, I forget that Gronk is number 2 for sure.
We'll see.
I think Gronk is like the MJ, bro, and Travis
You think
Kelce is the LeBron. Like Gronk had that like
Well, how are you
perfect.
asking about Tony Gonzalez though?
Well, like Gronk had the perfect like career. He went to the Patriots, won like so many fucking rings. Went to
Then went to Tampa and won.
won, and then retired and was like, I'm good. Like he went like 6-0 or whatever, and then fucking retired. And then Travis
I mean,
Kelce was breaking records here and there.
Yeah, that's the thing. I would. It's probably gonna be 1-2 between him and Gronk, and then Tony, and then Antonio Gates.
Look at my boy Jeremy Shockey.
Yeah, but Shockey had 1-2 good years.
Come on,
and
boy,
Yeah,
Aaron
Shockey is not
Right.
as well. Aaron.
Shockey had potential.
I
Look
mean,
at Shannon Sharp.
if we're adding in old players, what about Mike
Yeah.
Ditka?
He got better when he got
What
older.
about Aaron Hernandez?
What about
He
him?
was killing it, literally.
What about Jimmy Graham? Anyone remember him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but those
Best-
are serviceable
Best
guys.
Saints of all time. Other than
They were serviceable.
Drew
But,
Brees?
I mean, you got to the
I
ones
said
that
other than
separate
Drew Brees.
themselves.
Todd Heap? Anybody?
Nah,
Nah.
those
Mike
are
Ditka?
serviceable tight ends. They were serviceable tight ends. Serviceable, like the upper echelon, the gold standard is Gronk, Kelsey, Tony Gonzalez,
Antonio
Antonio
Gates,
Gates, even
yeah.
Shannon Sharp.
well,
Yeah, Shannon Sharp even.
here's the thing, right? Like
Shannon Sharp was better even when he got older.
going back to the Chiefs cap hell, right?
Mhm.
Them signing Hollywood Brown, that means like DeAndre Hopkins not coming back, right? Unless he's gonna sign, like,
He's done. He's done. He's come.
I-
He looked done. That he dropped that wide open pass in the Super Bowl, bro.
I could
Oh,
I
yeah,
could
that's
see him
true.
kind of him
He's
going to the
done.
Panthers would be a great move, by the way. Like he would get all the targets in the world.
Fine, good. Have fun
Or-
with him. He's not coming back to the Chiefs.
I don't think he's like a superstar level, but he's a serviceable starter.
Could be. You could be right for as a veteran.
Maybe good number 2.
I could see him being a good number 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, number
I'll
Like
say
a great
number three. He'd be at number 2 in the
Come back and
Panthers, though.
No, he'll be,
As-
He'll be number
he'll
one,
be
I
like
think.
number 2.
He could listen. he could be like
because you have Xavier Leggett
Leggett is number 1
Yeah.
for sure.
and whoever they draft this year, possibly.
Good. Don't they
Most
still have
likely
Adam
number
Thielen?
2.
What's his name? Adam Thielen, right?
Greg, you talking about Olsen, right? Oh,
No,
yeah,
No,
yeah,
Thielen.
yeah,
I
Thielen,
think they
Thielen,
did
Thielen.
have him. I think is he a free agent? I don't know.
I don't know. But
Hey, he was nice last year.
Hollywood Brown, 1 year, 11 million. I thought
No
they
harm,
could've-
no foul to me. I don't.
feel like
I
they
thought
could've
they
got
got
him
somebody
for-
better.
I feel like they could have got him for cheaper, man. I'm not gonna lie to you there.
Eh.
Yeah.
I honestly, this deal didn't move me either way. I think just build the line, start with the line, and then worry about receivers later. Because you can literally plug any receiver, and Patrick will get him there. So as long as you know how to catch the ball, you'll be fine.
Look at the Patriots.
Yeah, the Patriots
Look at
did
the
it. Yeah, Patriots did the same way. You don't need a superstar. I mean, you had Randy Moss, and but Randy was, he was
They didn't-
different. He was he was at the end of his career anyway.
They didn't win
But
a ring
Randy was
with Randy.
still Randy. No, because another team came and fucked that up for them. We
Yeah.
fucked that up for them.
I mean,
And
to be
Ochocinco's good.
That was good
To
though,
be
because
fair-
they were undefeated that year.
Yeah.
to be fair, the Patriots had solid, like Hall of Fame wide receivers. I mean, you can argue, but
Mm.
like Julian
DeAndre Brand-
Edelman,
You
Danny Woodhead.
think those guys are Hall of Famers?
I
But
again,
they're not Hall of Famers without Brady.
Yeah,
arguable,
that's
but
what I
yeah, like,
agree.
Yeah, you take Brady out of the equation.
I don't think
they're
any of them are Hall of
bad.
Famers.
here we go.
Yeah.
If you take the fucking helmet catch out of the fucking Giants history, the Giants won't have a ring, bro. Like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about here?
Agreed, but here's the thing though. Like Wes Welker went away. He went to He went to another team, and he couldn't.
Broncos.
Denver, and they won a ring, no?
Yeah.
They did
Yeah.
not with with
He
Yeah,
won a ring with them? He was on that
Yeah.
team.
I believe
Really?
so.
It was him and Demarius Thomas.
Same argument though.
why-
Why are we talking about that? Same thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
then,
it's
yeah,
Peyton
yeah,
Manning.
Peyton Manning made
Manning.
Demarius Thomas. He wasn't good
But
until
like,
he
the
put in Peyton
Patriots
Manning.
they had starters.
Yeah, Tim Tebow.
They had starters. They had name-worthy starters.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my
that I
opinion.
agree with you for sure. Like Deion
I mean,
Branch was a
they
great,
also
yeah.
had like the best tight end in the world back then too. So like we
Tight
can't
ends.
just
They
like
had both. Aaron Hernandez would have been a Hall of Famer too if it
Right.
wasn't for him being a
Even
goofball,
had the old Ocho Cinco.
goofing around.
right. So like I would say like yeah sure you can say that, but like you have Worthy and you have Rice. You don't need to go get a
Exactly.
Hollywood
You
Brown.
Yeah, go plug in and play. Plug in and play. Just
Don't-
plug in.
And in my opinion, I don't care about the online because it is what it is. Upgrade your fucking
Nah.
defense, bro. You gotta upgrade your defense, man.
Yeah, Wes
That
Welker
defense
was
is
on the
getting-
Broncos during the Super Bowl run.
Wow. Did
Yeah.
not know that.
Hall of Famer, brother.
I don't know. I still don't know
I
about
mean,
that.
his
Yeah,
He had
man,
like
he has
7
the
rings. Like
yeah, but rings don't really
Yeah, but-
matter for players like that, position players like that. It's all about receiving
Because
yards and
they're almost-
touchdowns.
He's a Ring of Honor kind of guy for sure.
He only
So-
has
so-
9,000 receiving yards and 50 touchdowns, so it's not that much.
Okay, that's
Comparatively.
not much.
I mean, there's other players that are coming into the waters in the Hall of Famers ceremony and shit like that. AKA Eli Manning should not be all.
Eli deserves to be in there. He deserves to be in there. Eli's definitely one in there.
Not for his
Yeah.
talent.
This
but,
man has a fucking like 50-50 winning record and has like the worst interception ratio ever.
That's
I
fine.
know.
Oh, rings matter only for
Greatest
quarterbacks.
Again, yeah, like apparently.
It's true. This is
No
how it goes.
MVPs. No
Doesn't
MVPs,
need
no
one.
offensive player of the
He
year,
was a
none of that.
serviceable Hall of Fame quarterback. Serviceable.
He had a great defense.
Serviceable. Yeah, listen, he won the era where there was like Peyton, Tom, Ben. I guess you could put Phillip Rivers in there. He won 2 in those era. That's really good. Breeze, he won 2 in that era.
So you're saying like Jalen Hurts is the Hall of Famer now?
Jalen Hurts? No, you gotta give me one more.
Yeah, he needs one more. I agree.
Two gets you makes you if you're an elite quarterback, which he is, 2 gets you in the conversation. 3 is guaranteed Hall of Fame for
I
sure.
think Jalen Hurts is top 10.
Right now,
Jalen Hurts is
yes.
top 10? Yes.
He's number 5, in my opinion.
Dude, he showed out in the play. He played. Look, remember, Saquon didn't show up in the Super Bowl. He did.
I mean, they lost because of that.
Yeah, the thing is,
The
too,
Chiefs.
which was wild, the Chiefs shut down Saquon. I mean, shutting them down, keeping on the 200 yards, but they pretty much played him well, and Jalen Hurts is what killed you.
Yeah, that's why they lost, because they were
Yeah.
more focused on Saquon.
Yeah, which
Which they should have
I mean, it
been,
is
to
the
be
right
honest.
strategy, which it was a good strategy to be. That would have been my strategy too. Like shut Saquon down. Yeah.
I mean, did
Same,
they
but-
really shut him down though? Like I think they were just
You
like
kept him on the 200
100
yards, bro. Kept him on the 200 yards, bro.
Did he have a
That is the
touchdown?
only-
I don't think he did,
He's
right?
not Adrian
Take it.
Peterson, but like 200 yards. Did he
Take-
not? Yeah, he had
just
one
take it.
touchdown, right?
Did he have
Just
just
take
one?
it. It's something to build on to next year, bro. Build
It's like,
on
yo,
that.
we shut down Saquon, but we're losing by 45. Let's go. It's like,
Let's
I
take
mean, you got a game plan around
Take it.
something.
You gotta take whatever. Just take whatever you can.
You have to
the
game
best
plan.
player ever, Patrick Mahomes, had 1 interception, a pick 6 or 2 actually.
2 pick
Let's
sixes.
go.
Yeah.
Coo-
Let me
I
stop
think-
Saquon.
the white
I
corner
will
got a
say-
pick.
Yeah, the white corner got a pick. Take it. Always remember that, guys. The white corner took a.
Yeah.
got a pick.
White supremacy is
This year's
back,
the year
baby.
of the white boys.
Huh? What'd you say, man?
It's the year of the white boys. They had a white boy win the dunk contest.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
True,
The whites
true.
are winning
The
right
best-
now, bro.
Best college basketball player is white.
Since the presidency, you guys have been winning.
I'm up right now, man. My stonks are up. Get on board, baby.
Always,
gotta buy
always
white,
made
man.
made the championship because of a white boy.
Yeah, Caitlin
See?
Clark is the best
Yeah.
female basketball player. The
See?
whites are winning, bro.
Yeah, we are winning.
Bet high on the whites, guys.
Dude, fucking Powhatan got beat by a Russian white boy.
Oh man, that broke my heart last
Oh,
night.
baby,
I had
that
it
was
closer,
beautiful.
but still had him losing.
I immediately saw he was from Dagestan. I was like putting money on this.
Yep,
thing.
That's exactly what I
Here's
did.
the- here's the thing.
Saquon didn't
He
have a
was wrong,
touchdown, guys, in the Super Bowl. He didn't have one.
The thing is though, with Powhatan though, his takedown defense was great. He didn't He didn't get taken down at all.
Most of the takedown was against the fence though, so
The
like,
fence,
kinda helped.
yeah. The guy literally did. He's one of rare Dagestanis that could actually strike, and he outstruck. I never seen Poatan back up in any fight.
Yep.
Even
That's what
Izzy.
I was saying. I was like, this
Yeah, I'm
guy's
like-
moving back. This is the first time I'm seeing this guy running away from a
I
fight. which is
kept
crazy.
saying like, why is he running back? Why is he running back? Bro, I was so pissed off. They gotta run it back. He's gonna fuck him up in the second fight.
Hopefully.
It's gonna happen. No, it's guaranteed. He doesn't
And
lose
that's
two in a
fight
row.
for a belt.
Yeah, that was for the
Yeah.
belt.
Yeah,
So,
he's
two
gonna
things.
he's gonna run it back.
We're going back to football.
Yeah.
How the fuck did Mike Gesicki get an extension before Jamar Chase and Higgins?
Cheaper.
And number two, shout out to my boy Tommy DeVito for re-signing to the Giants.
Number one QB as of today. Number one QB.
Bro, what?
He's a Giants
Drew Lock was a
QB.
I feel like Drew Lock was a serviceable QB at the end of that year.
Yeah, but look, it is. This is what it is. Obviously Tommy DeVito's gonna be the third string quarterback. You're gonna get a legit vet who might end up starting over the guy you're gonna draft, right? That's there. Again, I'm not agreeing with none of this. I don't like it neither.
Right.
Me personally, I already said it to you guys last week. If I'm getting, let's say I get Aaron Rodgers, I'm drafting Travis Hunter, and then I'm getting my quarterback in the second round or third round. That's what I would.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. But they're
That's
not doing
what you
that.
would
They,
do. I
what
don't
they're
see
gonna
them.
do-
I don't see them sitting someone. I think whoever they're drafting, they're starting, because
Yeah, that's why I disagree with the whole Aaron Rodgers coming to the Giants thing. It's not happening.
I
Like,
truly think.
I think they're gonna probably go Jameis Winston, so they could they could just no. They're gonna let him play, then throw his interceptions. By week 3, the new kid starts.
No, the new kid starting season week 1.
Well, even if the preseason, the third game in the preseason, Jameis throws 3 picks, we're gonna just let the kid start.
In my opinion, this is like his last year, and they're not gonna risk it.
Everybody's last year.
They're putting all the
Everybody's
chips
last
on the table, and was like, this is it. So
If they go Aaron Rodgers, then they're gonna win. They want to win now. If the only thing that they need to do is draft a quarterback, if the offense is serviceable or at least decent, they bought themselves a couple more years. They don't have to. They know they're not going to win no Super Bowl. They know that they're not going to make the playoffs. I mean, stranger things have happened, but let's just be honest. It's probably what it is. Giants need a lot of work. If they draft the quarterback and the quarterback shows that there's potential there, they save their jobs. Don't go and look at the pretty shiny object, which is Aaron Rodgers, and then bet it all on him, where he can't even barely stay off his feet. He had a decent year last year, I guess.
Same stats as
I'm not-
Patrick
I don't know,
Mahomes.
Yeah, you don't bring that guy. He's gonna fuck everything up. But then if he doesn't do good and you don't have a legit number 2, then you're gonna lose your job, and then you're gonna start back where you are next year, which I'm perfectly fine with. I want Cal Kingsbury as my coach anyway. I'm actually hoping for more failure this year for the Giants.
I like Daboll as head coach. I think
I do too. I like him. I don't like Shane, but they come in hand. So they're gonna both. Sadly, they're both gonna be gone.
Yeah.
This draft is very important this is one of the most important drafts for a Giants fan in a long time, since Eli.
Giants
That's
and the
a
Browns, I
long
think,
time.
because Kevin Stefanski's probably on his hot seat too.
Listen, I think Kevin Stefanski getting fired may be a blessing because he's gonna get a job right away.
I think he has 2 more years. I think he has this year because they had Watson out of all people.
Yeah,
And
no,
they
I
had
think
the
I think he's safe. Dable and Shane is not safe.
Unless Dable and Shane, they got the guaranteed of yo, you're running out your contract and I'm good, we're not firing you. Then you
bar
can
is
get
so low.
whatever, but
The bar is so low. All they need to do is whoever they draft a quarterback to show signs this kid is gonna be our franchise quarterback. That's all they gotta do, and their job is safe.
You think the Giants should go for Cooper Cup?
No,
I think so.
I don't
Yeah,
want
he's
no.
at number 2.
He's your wide receiver too.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think he's a better fit with the Panthers or the Packers, probably.
Yeah, I think Cooper Cup wants to win. He wants to.
I think he wants to
Cooper Cup
win,
doesn't
yeah.
deserve to starve. Yeah, he don't need to starve with us.
I mean, I would love him to go to Houston, but I don't think we're gonna take his contract or whatever. And I think he's gonna go to MC somewhere. I think he's gonna be like, "Fuck you, Rams," and go somewhere.
San
That's why
Francisco.
I'm the Rams. I'm trading him to. I have to find a trade partner.
Or-
Just give me
or-
what you can.
Or go to the Chargers. Literally,
I was gonna say,
fucking
yeah.
stay.
That's even better.
in
Even
Him
Baltimore.
and
better.
Herbert.
LA.
Oof.
That'd be actually really good. And that team is wide receiver hungry because I don't even think they have a wide receiver in contract anymore, right? They released
No, they have
the number
the
one, right?
they have Quentin Johnson, I think, and they have Lad
No, they have the
McConkey.
other guy. What's his
So
name?
you
The
talking
one.
about Quentin
Conklin.
Johnson dropped more balls than Lazard, bro.
Yeah.
And they have Lad
That guy's-
McConkey.
Yeah, they have
McConkey's
Lad
still there.
McConkey as
Oh,
well.
McCarthy's good. Yeah, McCarthy's
gonna have an all-white
McCarthy's a
team.
legit number one. What? Yeah, that's a wide receiver too. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're the Whites,
He's
baby.
really, dude, the Whites are just god damn.
If I'm the Chargers, this is the dream scenario: getting Cooper Cup, Evan Ingram. Perfect. There you go. Done.
And I'm an Evan Ingram hater because the shit that he's doing he couldn't do with the Giants. So, but
Yeah.
but he
Yeah, one
is
good
a-
year with the Giants.
You did.
Yeah, because Odell. I guess the 1 year where Odell was on the team with him.
I mean, to be fair, you guys didn't have a good head coach back then.
No, it was like Shermer, I think it was that year.
Yeah.
He was dog shit. But yeah, I'm happy he's doing great otherwise. But that and him in LA in the Chargers, that'd be great. That's actually a good look. I can't get mad at that.
But how you guys
That
feel
team is
about?
desperate, hungry. They need.
Dallas
need to
Goddard,
generate
they're trying
points.
to trade too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the Eagles.
The Eagles are kind of getting to the Chiefs situation of like we have to pay these guys soon.
Yeah, eventually we gotta
yeah.
pay these guys.
Yeah.
Happens to every good team.
Yeah, but the thing with the Eagles, they do this all the time. They'll front leg, they just start piling up, go over the cap ish, and then they'll win, and then they're like, all right, small rebuild, then we're back.
The Eagles, in my opinion, are like the Patriots, where they just like let people walk, and they're like, oh, "This is insane. Why would they let them walk?" And then they go to a different team and they just shit
And
the
they
bed.
draft very well. They get
Yeah.
lucky in the draft.
Like
Very-
Hassan
they draft
Reddick.
very well.
Hassan
Yeah.
Reddick went to the Eagles, like left the Eagles, and he's just like whatever.
Yeah, and now the Eagles was like, we got Jalen Carter, we're fine.
I guess.
We'll be all right.
How you guys feel
They
about?
can't let
Geno
that
Smith?
kid go. They can't let that kid go. Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Geno to the Raiders. We should talk about that. What's that looking? I mean, I'm happy as a Giants fan because they're not gonna go after a quarterback now. You know, crazy thing. You know, I think they're gonna go after the running back now. I think they're gonna go after Genty now.
Genty? If the
Yeah,
Genty's still
Genty's gonna be their
available, in
guy.
my opinion.
At number 6, he's gonna be available.
Patriots, baby.
No. I last week I agreed with you. I think they're gonna go with Travis Hunter if he's
Yeah.
available.
It was Travis Hunter or McMillan, unless
Yeah.
unless the Patriots get Alexander from the Packers and Cooper Cup from the Rams. If they can get both of those guys, I don't see them going for this.
Dude, if they get Alexander, I think that would be a better fit.
Right,
He could actually grow with May. Pause.
bro. No, because you have Christian Gonzalez, who's a fucking lock-in corner.
Mm-hmm.
You get
Mhm.
Alexander, who's a vet and a mentor. Like that's 1 and 2. Like that's phenomenal.
That's good. That's a good look. They do need a receiver. But I think they will go for young receivers. I think they want to go young.
They'll probably get McMillan.
Drake May is underrated.
Who, Drake May?
Yeah, that
I don't think. I think he's at his. I think he's gonna be good. I don't
Yeah.
have him underrated. I think he's
How
gonna
do
be
you
fine.
how do you consider him underrated if his rookie year was his last? Like this is his first year.
His first year, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta wait
I
a
guess
few
it's
years to
compared
judge him.
I mean, compared to all the
You know
other
what it
rookies this
The
year,
rookie, guess.
I mean,
like Knicks and Daniels and
Yeah, but,
Caleb.
like,
I think
it's his
Knicks-
rookie year. Like I can't consider him underrated. It's like his 1 year.
Yeah, I think Knicks surprised me more than any of the wrong quarterbacks. Actually, Knicks overachieved in my book.
Like Michael
In my
Penix is
eye-
underrated. It's like he played like
Yeah.
fucking 4 games. Like
Yeah, and Penix is like 26, 25, 26 years old. Like, he better fucking know how to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think Bo Nix was more of a shocker to me because I didn't have him high at all.
but like
But he's really good
the Geno
for
Smith
that
move.
team.
Like first and foremost, I think the Seahawks offered Geno Smith and DK Metcalf for Max Crosby.
Yeah, for Max Crosby.
That didn't
Absolutely,
work out. And then
I would
Geno
have pulled up that trade. I don't know. I would have been if they would have got to that was a big fleece for the Seahawks. That's a good look for them.
I know, but Geno Smith wanted like 40 million, and Seahawks, the Raiders were like, "Yeah, go for it. We'll love that." I just think this will
Geno's in his
scream.
30s, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
He's
he's like
34.
30 something.
So,
I don't know
like,
what the hell. The
I
Raiders
just think
were
this is a
doing.
terrible move for the Raiders because this is like a desperation move.
Yeah,
In the sense
exactly
of
what it
like, we can't get Sam Darnold. We knew we're not gonna get Sam Darnold. We're not gonna get a quarterback in the draft. No free
Mhm.
agent wants to come here.
He's 34 years
Yeah.
old.
Ooh, and how long is the deal?
I don't know what they.
Please don't
did.
say 4 or 5, man. Don't do this to me, bro. That's
I
that
don't
team is
think
that.
they. I think they just announced an extension. I don't think they gave him a number.
So it's whatever on top of whatever he's going, whatever he got, right?
It
I think it was
on
a
his.
2-year deal.
It was on his last. He
Yeah.
was on his last year, I believe. So.
Because he signed last year. He re-signed last year. I think it was 2 years, and he was entering his last year.
Doesn't say what the
that's
extension
terrible.
was.
Don't. That's a bad move. But yeah, I agree with you, Kay. I think they got desperate. Nobody wanted to go there. They're too low for the draft, and they'll probably draft the second round too high at number 6. So they were in a tough spot.
Yeah.
It was either top 3 or bust. And I'm pretty sure they had a package for the Titans, and the Titans probably rejected it.
I don't think he has an
They have to have a
extension yet, guys. He doesn't. He only has 1 year left on his contract.
Not because he signed something, didn't he?
No,
he
not
did
according
too.
to Spotrac. He hasn't signed anything yet.
Wow.
So is this a rental for a
Probably
year?
trying to tank with him.
Yeah,
I guess
tanking
they-
kind of
Probably
makes sense
don't
now.
think they're quarterback.
Yeah, the tanking makes sense.
Probably don't think they're gonna be able to get one of the top 2 guys. With Sanders and
Ward.
Ward. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Jackson Dart is coming up in the first round pick apparently.
Listen, at 18, they probably go after Jackson Dart at 18, man.
He's a third round pick. He's a third round pick.
I'm
And
not disagreeing with you. You know this happens every year, bro. Every year they do
Every
Yeah.
fucking year, bro.
Yeah. I would have picked him I would have got him like.
Remember when he was on USC?
I don't care
was a
where he
hard
was
time.
at, bro.
He was
the
a
thing
hard
though, like-
time as a USC fan.
The only thing that has me like, okay, the kid might be better than average, like compared to the other years of these guys who sneak in, is he did go to USC, but he played in the Ole Miss, which is an SEC conference. So he played against good competition. He played well. Doesn't mean he deserved to be in the first round. I like the kid from Syracuse overall. He's definitely not a fucking
Ford.
second. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's definitely not. He's definitely 4th, 5th round though. You know what I mean? Because he played in Syracuse. You know what I mean? Like I look good in Syracuse.
But he played
I'm
for Clemson before.
Yeah, but the kid from Syracuse is a legit quarterback. The problem is he fucking played at Syracuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so same thing. But Jackson Dart, I think he's gonna be fine. I just don't have him as high. as
The Jets are
everybody.
very
I think
high in
Broncos have
him as
down.
well.
Yeah.
The Jets are
That's
high in
why
him
I
too.
would've
So
I would have picked even me picking him at Giants picking him in the second round. I would have even that's a stretch for me. I think that's too high for him. But it's the NFL. You know how every year there's something like this. Every year. Every year do this.
and the
Zach
Jets are usually
Wilson,
the center of
fucking Trey
this kind of thing. Zach
Yeah.
Wilson,
Trey
Yeah,
Lance.
fuck Trey Lance.
Trey Lance, yeah.
Fucking Mitch Trubisky did that.
Yeah.
Fucking.
The hype that was Malik Willis that could have been.
Blake
He could have been
Bortles.
easily. Yeah, Blake Bortles,
Sam
yeah.
Darnold.
I remember watching that Blake Bortles draft because that was when I was like deep in my NFL knowledge, and I was just like, all right, like let's see who's in the quarterback draft. Blake Bortles mocked in the 4th round. Like everyone was like,
Damn.
he's a 4th rounder. He went from the 4th round to 3rd overall, and I was just like. So I mean, I think Jackson Dart could be a Raider. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could see them getting Geno Smith as a bridge guy. Yeah. I know, bro.
You
bro,
know
I
the sad
understand.
thing is, you could be right.
Yeah, that's probably not off for the Raiders, honestly.
Like,
It's not weird. It's not
think-
weird at all.
that him or Will Howard, because Will Howard and Chip Kelly is now the offense coordinator. So you could see. I mean, I
Well,
don't know.
here's the thing too. Like, this is recency bias too, because they have Bo Nix, even JJ McCarthy in the second round, and they're gonna base that like, oh well, these guys who were supposed to be second rounders are who got picked in the first round, and they're excelled. You know what I mean? So then they're like,
No. JJ and Bo Nix was in the first round. JJ was
no,
10.
they were drafted in the first one, but I said they were projected to be second rounders. Like there was if the top 10 wasn't gonna pick them up, they were gonna even Michael Penix was supposed to be a second rounder
I mean, the
because
argument
of his injury past.
the argument is if that's your guy, you go get him. But like,
Yeah. At 6 though, at 6.
that
That's
argument
too high.
is like, go get your guy. But like that's the whole argument why like Daniel Jones didn't pan out with the Giants because
That's
like,
why I was just about to bring him up. I
not-
was just about to
He was
bring him
not a
up.
first round pick. And
Dude,
like
Dan Orlovsky said it. I watched that draft, bro. I was pissed off just like everybody. I was at work. We was working together that year, right, Garrett?
Yeah. That was we
You
were
saw
at
me-
work. Yeah, we were.
Bro, I almost broke everything. I was like, because I wanted Haskins. I didn't want Daniel Jones.
Right.
And Haskins would have beat us back in here because he died. But still,
All
I
right.
would have been happier with him. But
At least he would have
decided
took
to go
himself
jogging
out,
now.
right? If he was trash.
yeah, he took himself out. But Dan Orlovsky said it. I'm sorry, it was Tommy Shea. He said, this kid is a lifetime backup.
right.
Lifetime backup. They didn't need it.
Didn't take a
Get it.
genius to figure that one out.
Nope. I knew he was the wrong pick. I was like, get the fuck out of here with that one. So yeah,
Yeah, one good year.
if I think if the draft goes to plan, I think Jackson Dart might go. No, he'll go from 18 to 21. If everything goes to plan,
I think
Seahawks at
realistically,
18, Steelers at 21. He's not
unfortunately,
getting past the Steelers.
like I mean, I think a lot of people's mock drafts. There's only 2 quarterbacks in the first round. I think
Mhm.
realistically, there's gonna be 4,
3. You say 4. Who's the
4.
4th one? Howard.
possibly, or Ewers. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, and
Ewers is moving up. Ewers is moving up in the draft.
here's the thing, right? And you kind of can think back last year, like when the quarterbacks start like flying off the board, people will immediately panic and go up.
Yeah, that's true.
Panic pick.
That's
yeah.
true.
And that kid from Louisville, right? He's going up.
Dude, I don't know, but
Probably.
like,
If he's white, he's definitely going up.
like, don't
Yeah.
be shocked. Don't be
Watch your eye
shocked
on you
if there's
guys.
4 fucking
Yo,
quarterbacks.
watch out
man.
for DJ Ukulele.
No. The kid from Florida State.
What?
The quarterback he was the Florida State quarterback.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it is. It
he got
is.
kicked- No, bro. He got booed out of the stadium, bro. Remember, he got kicked out of Clemson.
I think
He
Will
was
Howard's
yeah.
the guy.
He got kicked
He was
out from
supposed-
Trevor Lawrence, and then he got booed and went to Florida State and ate dog shit. No.
I think Will Howard's the guy. I think he will
Spencer
be.
Rattler too.
Spencer Rattler's in
He's on the
in New
Saints.
Orleans.
He's on the Saints.
Oh no.
Not this
I'm a
guy.
quarterback.
This guy. Do your homework, brother. Just kidding.
I think
No.
I honestly think the quarterback from Syracuse, whoever gets him in the later rounds, is gonna get a
I'm
steal.
a court.
Yeah, I like him, man. I really think that kid he got talent. It's just he needs to play amongst the big boys, though. That's the thing. But if you guys check out his highlights, he beat fucking Cam Ward. He outplayed Cam Ward.
I think, like, if we're thinking about the quarterback in the draft, there's two guys in the draft that you can just be like, all right, I think they can ball,
Fine.
which is
Yeah.
Cam Ward and Shadir Sanders. Other than that, all these guys need to go to like
Are
a
gamble.
really good team.
Good
and
team,
just
yeah.
like the
Surround yourself.
Vikings, the
Yeah.
Packers. I mean the Rams. Like if the Rams draft a quarterback or whatever, like it's a steal of the draft. Like phenomenal. But if they go to like the not the Browns, like Titans or like I don't know the fucking Seahawks or whatever, like
Well,
I just pray
I
for
think
them.
the Seahawks is a bad move. Though. I think this guy's a good coach. I really think this guy's
He's
a good
defensive coach though.
Is he?
Yeah,
Who's the new coach again?
Mike McDonald. He was the defensive coach for the Ravens, and he went
Wait,
to
I
the.
thought who coached the last name is Canales? Why do you thinking this guy's name is Canales?
Dave Canales is the Panthers head coach.
Oh, yeah, I stand corrected. Yeah, my bad. Yeah,
Again,
I don't know
mean,
then. I think the Steelers will take a quarterback at 21. If Jackson Dart is available, they'll take him. I think that's a good look.
Another place where a quarterback should not go to because you have Arthur Smith, fucking guy who does not know how to fucking throw the ball, and have Bijan Robinson fucking blocking instead of throwing.
The thing is with
And you have Mike
you're right,
Tomlin,
with the
like,
Steelers, with the
Kenny Pickett has more fucking playoff wins than fucking the Steelers does.
And he's terrible too.
Yeah, the thing is with the Steelers, they don't. I don't know what it is, but they after Ben Roethlisberger, they just been starters for a quarterback, man.
I just
I mean, how do you guys feel about DK Metcalf? 150
I don't
million?
mind. I don't mind it.
terrible trade.
I don't mind it if they have
I
somebody
mean,
to
they
throw
have
him
no
the ball.
quarterback.
It depends on who to throw him the ball. I think that's to me, that deal is more of a TBD than this is a great deal or this is a bad deal. I think it depends on who's throwing him the ball.
This was we're fucking giving Mike Tomlin all he has, and this is the
this is Mike Tomlin's last year. Yeah, this is last year.
It's an ultimatum. They're giving him weapons, and here you go.
This is
desperation.
How far in the playoffs do you think he has to
First
go
round,
to not get fired?
After the first round, second round.
He goes to the second round.
Second round.
He needs to go to the conference finals.
He needs to win the Super Bowl. I think that's Super Bowl or bust.
No.
Cause y'all, like here's the thing, right? You sneak out of the first round, and then you get blown out in the second round. That's fine.
By the Bills, probably.
All right, we move on. Like we can extend you. We can
all right. I'll say it depends on the loss in the second round.
What if he gets blown out by the Bills?
Then
it's like, is that like okay? I mean.
That's the situation though, like right, like it's like
the thing is though, like I don't care because I don't have a thing in this race at all. But I don't care for the Steelers. But I know that organization is very loyal to their coach, and the guy's a winning coach. But if he can't get past the first round, he actually does. This time they might let him run it another year, and then get to the conference finals next. I think he just buys himself time. I wouldn't personally give him that deal. I think I honestly would have walked away this year.
Yeah, but the thing is, they never give him any weapons.
That's true, and he always seems to make the best with worse. You know what I mean? Like with whatever he got.
Hold on. No. I'm not giving him a pass.
I'm not giving him a pass this year, though.
He has the keys. He can literally give himself the weapons. He's Mike freaking Tomlin. He's the second best head coach, if you really want to argue it, to fucking Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick, yeah, I agree.
He has 2 rings. He has the most winning fucking whatever. Blah 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 blah. He's like top 10 or whatever.
With Big Ben though, that's the thing. He's Jeff Fisher without him.
No, but I'm saying like if you have head coaches like Dave Canales who benched Bryce Young in his second year, you're telling me that Mike Tomlin can't go out there and be like, give me a freaking quarterback in the first round, trade up to get your quarterback. You're telling me that Andy Reid traded the 32nd pick and a future first to get Patrick Mahomes, but Mike Tomlin can't do that? You're telling me that you let fucking everyone walk and get Lamar Jackson, the Ravens got Lamar Jackson, and you can't do that? That is just terrible fucking coaching.
Well, talent evaluating too. Could be whoever the fuck their scout is should be fired.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah. It's just like.
But here's the thing though, like I agree with everything you're saying is right. I would like, why did they give up on Justin Fields? Like the guy was winning.
Mike Tomlin is just a glorified defensive coordinator. I can't. Like he's literally he's Robert Saleh but with the ring. He really is.
Yeah, he needs to get an offensive. He needs to get an offensive coach, like a head coach as an offensive guy, and put him as an offensive coordinator. Give that offensive coordinator head coach money. They need that to save his fucking job.
Like, why do you have like Arthur Smith there? Like, go get someone from the Rams. Go get someone from the Lions. Go get
Kingsbury. Get Kingsbury.
I mean, Kingsbury's already offensive coordinator.
Yeah, but still, you could throw the bag at him.
But like, you could have had Chip Kelly, who was a college guy.
But Chip might step on people's toes. His personality might rub people the wrong way.
Fuck it. Go get the fucking Texans offensive coordinator that just got fired. He's better than fucking Arthur Smith, and
the Tampa Bay coordinator would have been great.
Yeah.
If he didn't take the Jacksonville job. He took the Jacksonville job. But he would have been great.
Whoa.
There's a lot of players. There's a lot of coordinators that's way better than fucking than Arthur Smith.
But like in general, like just you need to get someone that offensive side of minded. Like that's where the NFL is switching to, and shifting to. It's like your offense is loaded. By all means,
listen. Everything you're saying is right. The problem is that organization is tied like a marriage. That's like this is like they know their marriage is over. Like they're sleeping in separate beds. You know what I mean? But the kids are still up. You know what I mean? They're doing it for the kids. You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong. I think Mike Tomlin's a great coach, a good coach.
But I agree. But I think he needs to change his scenery. He should be going somewhere else.
I think that, but I also think he can scout defense like no other. I mean, he got T.J. Watt, Fitzpatrick, whatever.
Anybody picks on defense is a gem. But like, his offense.
But their defense wasn't even that good last year. For the Steelers,
well, they flaked off. They flaked off towards the end.
I think there was a stat. I think a lot of people on ESPN were saying it. Like there was never a defense that kept being top 5 other than like the Bears, like the 95, 96 Bears or whatever. Like the Jets were the same scenario where it's like you're never gonna expect your defense to be a Super Bowl elite defensive like.
Even the Ravens in the 2000s, they fell off too.
I mean, the
That
Ravens
might have
won
been the
one
last.
Super
That
Bowl,
might have been
right?
the last, right?
The Ravens
How
won
many
one
Super
Super
Bowl-
Bowl, right?
Wasn't it 2?
No, wasn't it the blackout ball and that was about it?
No,
Not bugging?
they beat the Giants too in the year 2000.
And they won
blew
with
out the Giants.
Flacco too in 2008.
So they,
Yeah.
so it's 2. Yeah, it was 2008 and 2000. They won with Trent Dilfer and Flacco.
Wait, the Blackout Bowl was in 2008. The
No.
Harbor Bowl.
That was in 2013. 2013
The
they
Giants
won
was 2000.
as well.
Giants one was 2008, I think. The Giants' only touchdown was a fucking a kickoff return. Terrible.
But I mean, I don't know what the Steelers are gonna do
Yeah, the Steelers
because
are the Steelers are in a tough spot because
yeah, okay, so like
they're really one quarterback away. That's it. Just depends on who the
the
quarterback
Jets were
is.
also one quarterback away too.
Yeah,
Here we
but
go.
that
Every
quarterback
team is
an
one quarterback
Asian-
away.
Yeah, the quarterback is
I mean,
that quarterback is. See, the thing is with Aaron Rodgers, like he didn't play bad from week 5 on. He was fine. If you account the drop balls from everybody on that fucking receiving core, and the defense underperforming, or probably being overplayed because of the shitty offense in the beginning, and that the coaching staff was horrible.
Yeah, I
That team
agree.
just needed coaching. That team just needed coaching.
I
If
think
you
if
brought Aaron Rodgers back and run it back, I would have been fine with that.
I think the Jets, if they just stuck it out with Robert Saleh and just was like, fuck it, like just like iron out the issues, I think they would have been a better season. But I don't think
I
they're-
agree with
I
that
don't think they're
too.
winning at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Robert Saleh was not the issue.
No.
I don't think they're
Clearly.
winning at all, but I don't think they're 7th overall.
Dude. I never thought you'd ever see like coaching much needed than the New York Jets.
Oh yeah.
That team needed coaching.
No discipline
Coaching, that was
whatsoever.
it. That's all they needed was coaching. That
They-
team on paper is at least a conference at best. Like maybe conference finals if everything fell into place. You know what I mean? That's a legit playoff team.
The
Problem
Jets
is
did
they're-
re-sign their
They had a
middle
Super Bowl- they had a
linebacker.
Super Bowl defense with a Super Bowl defense.
Conference finals is crazy because you're gonna either bump into the
No, I
Ravens.
said if everything falls into place, meaning
Right,
the Ravens
but,
get
like-
shocked by it, you know what I mean?
It's
pick
Ravens,
the Bills.
Bills, Houston, fucking Chiefs.
Chiefs. Yeah.
Like,
No, I would have said the Jets on paper, going into the season they would have won the division. I think they would have beaten the Bills. I think if they would have met the Bills in the conference finals, they would have beat them. That's the only team I had them beating. If they would have faced the Chiefs, they would have lost. If they would have faced the Ravens, they would have lost. They would have beat Pittsburgh too.
To be fair, the Bengals also didn't make the playoffs. So like, if the Bengals on paper, the Bengals are also a Super Bowl contending team. So
They didn't have the defense.
That I didn't have the offensive line for this kid neither. They had more holes than the Jets. The
Yeah.
Jets just
they were
needed
dropping
coaching.
50 fucking points a game. What do you mean?
Joe Burrow should have won MVP in my.
No.
No,
The
no.
way he carried that team.
No, we're not giving him
Josh
the Russell
Allen-
Westbrook MVP. We're not giving him the Russell. No.
Yeah,
Josh
he
Allen
carried
deserved the
them.
MVP.
Carried them to Applebee's, bro. He
So-
carried them to Applebee's. That's what he did.
If he made the playoffs, you think he didn't deserve MVP?
He had,
No,
he,
Josh,
he had a
Josh
better.
Allen and
He has a better argument, but I don't
Yeah.
think he's winning MVP.
he would have been right on the Saquon.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think it's Josh Allen,
don't think it
Lamar,
should-
Saquon, and
It'd
then
been Lamar over Josh Allen either way.
I think they give it to Josh because this was like Josh probably last shot of ever winning any kind of trophy. So that's like let's give him a participation trophy. I think
mean-
he did have a great year though.
And he
He
doesn't
was
have
a-
any wide receivers on that team. Like, can you name a wide
Yeah, he
receiver?
did more with less.
did he not like had the same record as like the Chiefs? Like he had like one less game. Like they had like
Well, look, he did beat the Chiefs in the regular season, and he beat Lamar Jackson in the playoffs.
the Josh Allen MVP is literally the Joel Embiid MVP.
Yeah.
Like you give him the thing and you're just like, all right, we fucked up.
I
Jokic,
think
Jokic is the best center actually.
if
Like,
if you would have put a gun to my head, I would have probably. If it was up to me, I'd probably whoever wins the Chiefs. I mean the Bills versus Ravens game wins the MVP.
that's
that
the
was
MVP ball.
wild.
That's the MVP.
Yeah,
ball.
that was
That thing is
It
they had,
was, though, it was.
They already voted in before the game.
It pretty much was.
I guess. I mean, Lamar is putting up fucking like just insane
That's the
numbers.
thing. That's what made it rough because Lamar had a better year this year than he did last year.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Which is hilarious.
but like,
Yeah. But it's like Jokic and LeBron. Like, you know they're the best players in the league. Do you really need to give this thing an MVP?
I think
I
the
mean,
Lamar
we know
Co
what
thing,
MVPs could
Like-
be huge for us here.
Yeah.
I think the
Give him
Lamar
football.
thing was his numbers were phenomenal, but like when you watched the games, it just felt so rough, bro. Like they were always choking games.
Yeah, but
Always
this year wasn't
flipping.
his fault. This year I would not blame him.
No, I don't blame him at all. But
Yeah.
I'm
Blame
just saying,
Butterfinger
like,
Andrews all of a
the
sudden.
the defense also
just-
kind of slacked
Yeah,
for
the
them.
defense, slacked off,
Yeah.
but
The
and then
offense
Andrews can't
just
catch
looked
the ball.
very shady at most. I mean, Derek.
They made
Derrick Henry
bonehead.
was-
Dude, they didn't run Henry when they were supposed to. Dude, if you would have watched me, Garrett and V's podcast from the beginning, like earlier in the season, Garrett knows how much. Like I was fuming. How much
Mhm.
time they don't even run the ball.
Every
Oh,
time they
ran
lost,
15
they
times.
just
He fucking
they didn't
the ball
run it.
20 to 25 times.
It's crazy.
I mean, to be fair, Derrick Henry is 30 or 31 years old. I
Who
don't know.
gives a shit? He got 2 years left. You run him to the ground.
He's gonna
Yeah,
retire
you-
after
you
this
wanna-
year anyway.
Freak of nature.
You run him to the fucking ground.
Every
He
time
can't
they ran
breathe.
less than 20 times, they lose. So it was like
Yeah.
easy win if they run them 25 times. Easy win.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the key to success. Run him 20, 25 times.
And they didn't do it half
What
the
is the
time,
problem?
so they just lost. Their
They're
fault.
like, oh, I'm saving him for the playoffs. How did that go? You
fair.
know what I mean?
fair.
You know what I mean? You made the playoffs, but that's it? That's what you were striving for? The Chiefs don't look like the playoffs. The Chiefs like, all right, we went to the Super Bowl.
As a
That's
Lamar
that's the
hater,
mentality between these
I
teams.
agree.
Yeah.
He's a wide
look,
receiver
I'm a
in my
Lamar
eyes.
hater too. I'm
He's
a
a
Lamar
running
hater
back in
too,
my
but
eyes.
I'm a
So-
Lamar hater as well, but I can't hate on him this year. I think this year he looked like a. This is the only year I saw him legit look like a quarterback.
Yeah,
But
and
that's
they
because he
fucking
had
lost in the
Derrick
second
Henry.
round. Scary, right?
Well, again, it's not his fault. Like he can't catch the ball neither. You know he can't.
He can't throw it to
play-
himself
Run
and
the
then
fucking
catch
ball, run
it.
the ball. What are we doing? Run the ball.
Listen, this was his best year I've seen of him as a quarterback.
As a quarterback, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I agree.
And again,
Hand it off to the fucking best running back in the league. Go ahead, fucking run.
yeah.
Uh,
The thing is with him, or like if this is his trajectory that he's going, then I could see him as a legit quarterback.
they need a wide receiver, like a
Nah,
true
man,
number
that's the thing.
one. They need
I
a true
agree
number
with
one.
you. The problem is with that, like that's gonna be like a marriage made in hell because this guy's so run heavy still. You know what I mean? Like that wide receiver is not gonna get no. You got to surround
They're
him
like the Eagles.
with. Yeah, they're like the Eagles. Well, they have Antonio Brown was like a legit number one though, and they have a legit number two as well. So, like they just need to surround themselves with number twos and threes. That's the Ravens. That's the Ravens formula. They do need like a red zone guy though. That's not only Andrews.
Yeah, because
I
Sam
would
should
say
drop the
that.
ball.
I mean, like, what about like Cooper Cup? Like he doesn't need that much. Like,
I don't. I see. That's the thing. I don't mind that. That's not a bad look at all. Cooper Cup to the Ravens.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
like I
Again,
mean,
if you-
DeAndre Hopkins would be phenomenal in the fucking Ravens because like he doesn't need fucking all the touches.
if the Ravens need a like a vet wide receiver that doesn't need the ball all the time.
right.
It's not like you can't put Malik Neighbors on the Ravens because that's just a match made in hell.
Right.
Because he's not gonna. He's as good as Lamar Jackson is. He's not the most accurate. We can all agree on that, right?
Yeah, he's not a pocket QB.
Yeah, he's not a pocket QB.
That's why.
So like he'll throw a deep ball, but he can also overthrow the deep ball as well. You know what I mean? Or
I mean,
underthrow it.
You don't need neighbors because you have Zay Flowers there, and I always
Right.
give you need a red zone threat and a speedster in every
Mhm.
scenario.
And I think that's what they need is a legit red zone threat other than Andrews. And I think Cooper Cup would be perfect for that.
Either Cooper Cup or DeAndre Hopkins, because I just think those two guys won't like bitch and complain about touches compared to.
You're really
Yeah,
high on
I want-
Hopkins than I am. I'm so over Hopkins, bro. I think he's done.
I think
He
he's.
might.
I don't think he's a superstar. I don't think he's a top 5 receiver anymore.
No,
I
I
think
agree.
he's
I
still a
don't- I think-
starter.
I don't think he is, man. I think he's done. I think he's washed. I don't know why. I don't know what. The way he looked in Kansas City, maybe because he was in Kansas City, he just didn't look right.
I mean, the Kansas City offense was janky as fuck. But if you
Because of
give
that
him,
line.
if like Josh Allen and him together, or even like CJ Stroud, like someone who can throw the ball and like doesn't have to like run around for 8 hours to get someone open. Like I think, as well as like there hasn't been chemistry there. Like Hopkins went mid-season to the Chiefs.
I'll say this, because of his career, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. So maybe he could have like he could rejuvenate whatever the fuck was missing this year. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
I give him
But
one more year.
I think I think in my eyes he is a Hall of Fame wide receiver. I don't think he's there, bro. Wait, what is the stats before I say that?
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
What's the stats looking like? Because what is it
if
over
you think-
15,000? It's over
If you
15,000.
think fucking Wes Walker and Julian Edelman is not a Hall of Famer, he is not a Hall of Famer.
Wait, what's
Hopkins?
Yeah.
Let's
I
see.
mean, Andre Johnson's a Hall of Famer.
Sure, but Andre Johnson.
He has 12,000 yards, 83 touchdowns.
What's the barrier for like Hall of Fame wide receiver? Like 15,000 yards?
I guess so. I guess Andre Johnson is the
think so.
floor, right? Is Andre Johnson the floor, or Larry Fitz the floor?
Well, Larry's the first ballot, like even because he did so much with less. You know what I mean?
He
I mean,
carried them in the Super Bowl.
Hopkins did so much with less too. To be
Yeah,
fair.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like I think 12,000 yards is nothing to shit on. You know what I mean? But I think the standard is 15.
The argument I think is like he was
Maybe on a
never
down
like
year.
I don't think he ever was like the clear number one wide receiver.
Or led
in-
anything like
in-
receiving
in-
yards or some shit like that.
I don't
Right?
think
Or
he was
even in an
like the
MVP
number one
race.
guy.
Or,
Yeah, it's around like 12 or 10 to 12,000. There's some guys with like 11.
Really?
Yeah, there's some guys with like less than that. So depending on how many.
Maybe if it was a down year, for Hall of Famers, he could get in.
I swear to God, the NFL. If you have a good history, they will get you in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
That's just how it is.
because there's guys with like Paul Warfield, 8,000 yards,
What
85
year was that?
touchdowns.
That's when everybody was running the ball though. Like everybody's probably running the ball.
Yeah, I don't know what year that was, but
It's like
let me check.
1920 something. Like where everybody ran the ball.
Oh yeah,
Like
19. He
this.
was born in 1942, so you know,
Yeah, he probably said nigga
Guy's
like every other
mad
word,
old.
bro. Like,
probably
I
yeah.
mean,
Probably playing in the 60s.
1942, he had the Vietnam War, bro.
yeah. So that was like everybody was at war. That guy, again, 5,000 yards is probably compared to like what 15,000 yards this year, and this time.
Yeah, but like I just think like
I think going forward is like because now like you have to take into account the extra games. Now we're playing extra games. You know what I mean? There's other these athletes are like super athletes now. So like 15,000 should be the new standard.
I mean, he
think
has
DeAndre
more
Hopkins might
yards
squeak
than
in.
Kelvin Johnson, and just as many
No way.
touchdowns. Yeah,
Well, that's could be longevity though. Calvin
retired
retired
early.
early.
true.
He said, "Fuck
But
it."
you're right. Like
retired.
see, just by those standards though, that's a good reason to get him in. He could squeak in them down year.
You could definitely.
He has I think he has the
about-
touchdowns for. He has the touchdowns because
Yeah,
a lot of
he's
these
not
guys have
first-
at
he's not
least
first
80
round.
touchdowns. A lot of them do.
Really?
Yeah, not many have less than 80.
That's the Houston product, right? Like you just get a mediocre wide receiver, like Nico Collins. I don't think I'm not saying mediocre. I'm saying like they're not the clear number one wide receiver, right? Like you have JJ, you have Jamar, you have CeeDee Lamb. Like I don't think Nico Collins ever been in the conversation of those top three guys.
No.
Hopkins was not in that conversation when he was in Houston.
Yeah,
He had
man.
Andre Johnson there though. right?
Hopkins
Yeah,
was not a
Andre
top
Johnson.
three wide receiver, bro.
He had
Back
Andre
then,
Johnson on his team too though.
Like
You know what I mean?
2013, 14. Yeah.
you had AJ Brown, you had fucking
AJ Brown was after.
CTE guy, and you had Larry Fitz. There was never a
Larry
conversation.
Fitz was before.
Again, there was never a conversation where everyone was like, DeAndre Hopkins is the best wide receiver in the league.
No, but
I mean,
he's
I agree.
top
Yeah.
5 at least.
Yeah,
He was up
top
there
5
in
is
his
fine.
in his
Like-
peak.
When in his prime, yeah, for sure, he was top 5.
He was top 5. So
Yeah,
we want to
but
end
when-
soon,
when he was
fellas.
the
Not
Texans
the
was a
number
big
one
deal.
guy.
Hour and a half.
When he went to the Titans, it was like a huge deal.
When he went to where?
When he went to the Titans, that was a big deal.
Cardinals.
Well,
Cardinals.
he got traded to Cardinals, but then he went
Oh,
to
to the
Titans.
Cardinals, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
He got. I don't know why he signed to the Titans. Like that was just a bonehead move by him. But
Yeah, from
He was bad.
2017 to 2019, he was in his prime, I would say.
2 years, by the way.
Let's look. Let's look at who's
3
the
or
best
4
receivers.
years.
There
He had 13 touchdowns in 2017. 1,300
17.
yards. He had 1,500 yards in 2018. 11 touchdowns.
Yeah, but was he arguably the best wide receiver in that year?
Led the league in touchdowns in 2017. So yeah, one of the better ones.
I think in his prime he was definitely top 5.
I would say top 5, 100%. I'm not hating on the guy.
But
I'm
as
just
far as
like,
number 1, no.
yeah.
Yeah, never number
But,
one, but
Definitely
Calvin
top
Johnson
5.
was. You can argue Calvin Johnson was number 1 when he was it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
All
he
right,
was
so
Motherfucker was getting doubled off rip. Like that's just how
Mhm.
it was. But it is what it is.
yeah, Julio Jones.
Yep.
Okay,
Better.
that's that gets better.
Yeah.
Is
Antonio
you think he's a
Brown.
Hall of Famer?
Yep.
You think he's a Hall of Famer?
Yes. Billy
Yeah.
Jones.
Julius.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keenan Allen.
Yep.
I guess.
No.
Back then, yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins. Nah.
Yeah. Back then.
Oh,
yes.
you're talking about back then. Back then, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, Keenan Allen also definitely has a
Tyreek.
spot in this year. Tyreek Hill, yes.
Larry Fitz, I guess.
Yep. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, there was never like Randy Moss was a clear number 1 wide receiver. Calvin
Mhm.
Johnson, Larry Fitz, you can kind of argue. Like, there was like a year maybe. There was never a year that DeAndre Hopkins was a
I
like.
think Andre Johnson, his own teammate, probably was a number 1 at one point. People probably had him at number 1.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah, but again, I think in a down year, in a Hall of Fame year, he could get in.
I just think he has like 1 or 2 more years, and that's it. I think
I
think
hope so. I really hope so.
I
don't know.
I have him over Keenan Allen. I have him over Odell
That's
Beckham.
another one I think is done too. I think he's done too.
But like, I have him
Odell
over.
Beckham won the Super Bowl.
Bro,
Uh,
he did not win a Super Bowl. He tore his ACL like in the second play of the game, and he won. Oh, he won a Super Bowl.
He
Like,
gave it a touchdown.
Who? Odell?
yeah, he caught
Yeah.
1 touchdown. And,
Listen, I'm an Odell lover, but he's not a Hall of Famer. He's just
Yeah.
a serviceable human being to society right now.
he
That's
might go
all
in the
he
Hall
is.
of Fame because of that catch. Not gonna lie to you.
what the
Yeah,
one-handed
he's got-
catch?
Well, that other Garrett Wilson, the other New Yorker, made a similar one too. He went to the Hall of
Yeah,
Fame
I
right
was at
now.
that game. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's true with that
Yeah,
logic,
yeah,
I
yeah.
Garrett
guess.
Wilson's like 20 something. He has
I think he's gonna have a better year than Odell, better career than Odell,
I
It
understand.
Possibly.
which isn't weird.
I just think that the Hall of Fame is just like, have you been good to us? Yes. Okay. come
That's
in.
in every. I agree. In every sport too is like that. It's very like favoritism almost.
Right. I
Because
mean,
Popularity
baseball I think
contest.
has the best like Hall of Fame because they kind of
I
like
agree,
cut
but-
people.
Yeah, but baseball they've been very judgy of late. They like not having Barry Bonds and
Character
Marvin Barnes
judgment,
and
that's the problem.
that's stupid. Like the thing is that was the error. That was the error back then.
Yeah, I understand that.
That's how it was. Go by it. Put your mind in that era, and then you be like, okay, they're in.
Yeah.
Roger Clemens, come on, bro.
Yeah,
That was-
those
Rose-
are great
Pete Rose will come
players.
back.
They knew everybody, all the journalists that vote for these things, they all knew everybody was juicing.
Yeah.
Cut the shit. They guys belong. They're stupid for lying, but that's neither here nor there. Like, fuck it. They belong in the Hall of Fame.
It's about
A-Rod
stats,
too.
not about character. That's the problem. They make
Yeah.
it about like character when it's really about
Character.
the
They make
stats.
it
Is
they make it
A-Rod not a
personal.
Hall of Famer?
Who?
Is A-Rod not a Hall of Famer?
He's
No,
not.
He's one of the steroid guys.
Yeah, but is he eligible or is he? They're just like no.
No, he's eligible. He's eligible for sure.
I think he's gonna get in before fucking Barry Bonds. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, if before all the juice heads get in, A-Rod will probably get in. Out of all the juice heads, he'll get in.
I think it's gonna be him, and then they're gonna give like Pete Rose his fucking Hall of
Maybe.
Fame back, and then
Well, they was voting on that recently. I don't know if that went through. When they went through on that one.
I don't know.
Do we want to wrap
Yeah.
it up, guys?
Isn't-
We've been going
isn't-
over an hour
yeah,
and a half.
Yeah, I gotta hit the hay. 'Cause I gotta get up at like 6.
Sure.
So,
So-
All right. Yeah.
We're doing a mock
Next
draft
week.
next week.
Next week we'll do the mock draft.
More moves are bound to be
Maybe.
made, so
when is the draft
Yeah.
in April, right?
April, I
yeah.
think if it's April 24th.
something like that. It's like the last weekend or something.
This is my birthday weekend. That's my birthday week.
So hold on.
Hopefully, I'll be drinking for happiness and not sadness.
I do have a question though. I think is the free agency officially open? Like,
Yeah, it is.
Monday.
I think it's
Tomorrow.
Legally Monday. You could agree to terms Monday and Tuesday.
Right.
You could sign I think Wednesday.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Monday is like agree to terms, or like more of like a wink, wink. But yeah, they're fucking.
Gotcha.
Wednesday is like the big day where everybody could.
But they're
sign
already
officially
talking,
Griffin.
obviously.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it doesn't. That always happens at every sport. People just talk
Mhm.
and get everything.
Yeah, that total deal didn't get through to like what, like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
I mean, Kirk Cousins fucking signed like at the like opening, and everyone was like, "Yeah, that's tampering, right?" And everyone's like, "Yeah, that's tampering."
It's fucking tampering. It's all tampering.
It's all
That's what it is,
tampering.
tampering.
It doesn't.
It's all tampering.
Such-
Every
You
sport
can't
does
stop
that
Such
shit.
a dumb rule.
Except- I think basketball doesn't do it. Like, basketball is very strict on that shit.
No, basketball does it 100%.
They do it. They do it too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember like
Mm.
one year, I think the Bulls tampered and they got rid of their second round.
Oh, yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson. They thought the Knicks tampered with him.
Right.
The Mavs. Oh man, we gotta next time. We gotta talk about the fucking Mavs next week.
Oh yeah, that mess. Oof.
I don't want to even talk
Right.
about them, bro. I don't even want to talk
Dude.
about them, bro.
That guy needs to leave town. They're gonna murder this guy. This is gonna be a public beating.
Bruh.
What do you guys think about the Warriors?
They were a good team before Jimmy Butler. They're a good team now.
I
No,
think they're built. They're built better for the playoffs now. Though.
I don't think they're.
They're playoff ready. They're playoff ready.
I think the Knicks are the same way. I don't think the Knicks are season ready because
They're playoff ready. Yeah.
they're playoff.
That Brunson shit does scare the hell out of me though.
Yeah.
But it's only a
Oh,
one. It's only a.
He rolled his
He's out
ankle.
2 weeks.
rolled
He's
his
out for
ankle.
2 weeks. LeBron is out for.
He
2
hurt
weeks
his
as well,
ankle.
right?
They gave him
Yeah.
a Band-Aid. Yeah.
Dude, Garrett,
Yep,
our boy, man, fractured
I
hand,
know.
6 to 8 weeks.
I know.
Who?
Bro,
It's tough.
Francisco Alvarez.
Garrett Cole might have Tommy John surgery though.
Tommy Johnson.
I did see that, yeah.
Go, baby.
Then
Guy's happy.
Fucking
then
Yankees.
might need surgery in his elbows. He might be out for the
Ooh.
season too.
We need to lower the damn. We need to like every sport is doing the preseason. Like they shorten the preseason. They need to shorten the spring training. I get you trying to get players like it's different. It's a different mindset because you don't know what your baby the minor leagues are looking like, and I get it, but they gotta figure out a way to like shorten the season up because these guys are getting hurt.
Do you guys like the
wait.
ABS system, by the way? Like the pitching system where it doesn't
It's
give you the
not
box.
bothering
It's
me.
like it does adjust a little bit to the height and stuff like that.
It doesn't bother me yet. I think
They're
it
just
could bother
testing
me
it.
soon.
They're just testing it, so
Yeah.
we'll see. They
I
might make
don't have no-
changes.
I'm literally in the middle right now.
I
Me
don't
too.
like it because like Judge has a bigger box pause than Altuve, right? And it's like would this me like I don't know, like I feel like
It's
a
pretty
lot
much
of
MLB
like,
the show then. It's MLB the show.
yeah, but I'm saying like a lot of people will scout smaller people than
With a
like
bigger box.
giants, right? Like
Yeah.
unless you're the Judge, obviously, or whatever.
Mhm.
But like that's the problem.
Well, they just need
I
to
don't- I
adjust
think
it for the player size. I think that would be the way to fix that.
I just keep that shit fucking traditional, bro. Bring the
I like
box
the
back.
one, I like the box with the hot spots. You know the players' tendencies with the percentage on it. I like that.
I like the challenge system that you tap your head and you can say like it's a ball or a strike or whatever. But I just
Yeah.
don't like the fucking ABS system or whatever because it's.
I leave that to be determined for me. Well, I'll see how it goes in the regular season when I'm
I also
really
don't- I-
watching. When I'm really watching baseball,
I also hate the pitch count, but that's just me. But it is what it is.
the pitch count is terrible for baseball. But again, this is it. Back in my day, my guys went 8 innings, no problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sp-
That just
Sports in
tells
general
you-
is becoming terrible because they're just like. I remember
Well,
when
look,
pitchers fucking
you're-
pitched for fucking 9 innings and
Yeah.
didn't give enough,
The
so you
issue
cannot
now
give
is the problem is, especially in all sports, the athletes are superior, but their windows are so small now.
sports.
Like
health.
they're done at 30. All in every sport now. You're in the decline starting at 30 now. It seems like it. And I mean, very few athletes go to 35, 36, 40, and just be elite still. And I mean, so like the athlete is better than they were, but their time of primeness, if you will, shorter, way shorter.
I think it's
The
because the
window
competition's
smaller.
better, right? It's better competition all the way through.
And
So
yeah, true. Everybody's equal ground now, as
Yeah.
athletically.
that's why.
And
Well-
in baseball wise, they should fucking bring back the roids. I'm all in on bringing back the roids. Let them all juice them all
We
up.
didn't even talk about Michael Parsons he might get traded. crazy.
Next week,
everything next week. Next week we'll do it.
Either he's gonna have a contract breaking extension, or he's gonna get traded by next week. It's gonna be crazy.
Yo, I would have last week. I would have said he's 90% coming back. I'm 50-50 now.
Yep.
I think he could be traded.
I
think he's
agree.
more
The
50.
Texans.
I think the Cowboys saw what the Raiders paid Max Crosby, was like, ugh.
That's a little too high.
And Miles
Even for
Garrett as
Jared.
well.
And fucking Miles Garrett too. But
Yeah.
that's more like that's more of like yo loyalty thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was like thank
Now
you.
that's like
Please
we
don't
have
leave.
to overpay you because we're a shit team.
Yeah, and we don't want. You're pretty much the face of the organization. So like
He
we have to
literally
pay you.
is.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, fellas. Again, keep
All right.
liking, keep subscribing. Another episode of Sportsload. Tune in next week. We out.
Peace.